Soccer, Saleh?
Yes.
You're
Football.
a soccer man. You're a football man.
I'm a former international football soccer player from African continent.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Let's talk about that. Hey?
Yes.
Where Burundi.
Yes.
You represented Burundi.
I represent Burundi as a national team.
5
from
caps,
the junior to the. I did almost 44 to 45 caps.
Okay.
Plus 6 for the juniors.
Okay.
I'm almost to 40 caps for Burundi.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, because I start from the junior up to the senior national team.
Right.
Yeah, so.
And what years are these that you kept?
That was from 1994 up to 2008. My last national team called, it was when we played Burundi versus Gabon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in 2006, 2007. And then my other last one was against Ivory Coast, 2007. Yeah, that's all.
That was it.
Yeah, but I did continue my football career outside of the country.
Right.
Yeah, but from the national team, I was a little bit out due to the age.
I know you're a man who goes to church, who goes to the mosque.
A lot.
So I think open us up with a prayer.
Okay. That would be my pleasure.
In the best way that you can start us off with.
Oh, that's the best. First, I have to say thank you very much for giving that opportunity, Mr. Charles. Yeah, we have to pray first before everything, Brother Charles. Yeah. In anything we do in our life, for it to be successful and have power behind, we have to start with the name of the Creator, God,
right.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Right.
So, can I start?
The floor is yours.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سورة الفاتحة. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. بسم الله. This verse, 3 verses, I read the powerful verses. Yeah. They are the verse which there's one verse of power, victory. Yeah, there's a verse of doing things together as Mashura. Every day when I have to do things with you, we must be together.
Right.
Yeah, I must never do things which concern this issue without your presence.
Right.
Yeah, whatever I want to talk about this kind of issue of media, I must make sure Mr. Charles is there with me. That's one verse also says. So the other verse is to say if God is the powerful, no one can be there to be praised like him. And also he doesn't look like anything, never born or give birth to anybody, but he's the creator of the creation and the one creator of everything which is in the earth and the heaven. And you see, my brother, so we are okay, we are ready.
Beautiful.
Bismillah, let's go. I'm ready for today.
Inshallah.
Yes, Charles, I'm here for you now.
Jambo,
brother Charles. Jambo kabisa.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Thanks, very good. I have to start by saying I am Saleh Amisi.
Right.
Born in Burundi. I'm born in the city called Cibitoke.
Cibitoke,
yeah.
Okay.
Cibitoke is one of the famous cities in Bujumbura also, which produce a lot of talent. Yeah, we have a lot of cities which we do compete in terms of producing talent.
Yeah.
As we grow up with things of competition.
Yeah.
From the city to city.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are certain things that happen that side, which sometimes I never find this side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what was the motivation behind us to be in football and try to push hard in football.
Right.
Yeah, born in Cibitoke, it was 1978.
Okay.
Yeah, I started my junior in 1988.
So 10 years.
1988, yeah, 1988. I joined it was one of the biggest club, like Kaiser Chiefs of Burundi, which we call Vitalo. It's the same team, it just won also the club champion in Burundi this year, 2024.
Okay.
After many years or so, they did struggle to come to where they are today again. Yeah, that Vitalo, it was a team which my father used to support a lot. Actually, nobody played football in my family.
Oh.
Yeah, but my father used to support that Vitalo a lot. As you see, people are supporting Chiefs, Pirates. You wish, hey, one day my child will play for Pirates. My father was also soccer man, but he couldn't break through in professional.
Okay.
He was playing the city, like as I told you, we did this competition
Right.
of city to city, playing against each other. So it was something like it's a culture, from elders to the youth.
Right.
So we used to
you as kids, did you go watch your fathers
we used to go
play?
watch father playing, yes.
Right.
So that it was motivation behind.
Right.
And I remember I saw when they shoot a shot. My father was a goalkeeper, and he tried to save the ball, and then he broke one of his finger. And he's still telling my mother, I say, I don't know how I'm gonna drive that car, because my father is a driver and professional.
Okay.
So that day he broke his finger to that game. He came home and told my mother, how I'm gonna drive this truck tomorrow? My boss gonna chase me now. The finger is swallowed because of football. I don't even get paid for it.
So it was the love, the passion,
it was the
right?
passion he has.
Yes.
But you see, so from there, he couldn't even supported me playing football. Actually, he was against me to play football. He was telling me to focus at school.
Why?
He wanted me to focus at school.
Okay.
As you know him as a driver, maybe he never want to have a child who's gonna be also maybe same.
Yeah, because
direction.
football for him didn't pay off,
It didn't
right?
pay
So
off,
why now my
yes.
child's following the same route?
Thank you,
I
Mr.
hear
Charlie.
you.
So he only take football as a passion for him, but he couldn't break up there. But he supported football during all his life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So when I joined Vitalo Junior in 1988, the coach was there. Was one of the also a relative neighbor. He was in the other city, but he was a friend to some of my father's friends. So he could know me and he could know my father. So he could motivate me to come to practice. We used to train at the city called Ngagara or Cafe. That's where I started also my primary school. It was in Ngagara, so in the same area. So it was nice and easy for me to come out of school and run there by the field, run around there and then come back home.
Right.
As a young boy, you can't go far from the house. And that Okafe just behind our city where we're living. We're living on the end of the city, Chibitoke, which it connects the border between Chibitoke and Ngagara.
Okay.
So actually it was like I grew up into Ngagara style, but born in Chibitoke, grew up in Chibitoke.
Right.
Studied in Ngagara.
Uh-huh.
So there I do about 3 years. Yeah.
And now you're doing this on your own. You don't
Yeah,
have
also on my
friends
own.
who are also playing soccer.
No,
and
I had friends also from the Chibitoke also who are in that junior also.
Oh, right.
We wanted to do something. And also, as you know, in Burundi we have something called Interscola. Interscola in Burundi is something which they take as development.
Okay.
Because as you know, it's a country which in terms of resource, they are not that very strong. So they use school as development.
So the schools play against each other.
So
inter-schools tournaments.
Yeah, tournaments. So that we build that spirit from the young age now.
Right.
So that's what it was motivated behind us.
Right.
Motivation behind us. We coach ourselves. That's how we grow up in football. You understand? So 1990, if I'm not mistaken, it was 1990, yes. I got scouted to the first division team called Bragita FC. So this team from Buyenzi, Bragita FC, they grew me up now in the first division, giving me that competition games. Right. It was in the first division under the Premier League. I played there by Bragita until 1993. 93 we won the league, first division.
So 93 you are 13 years old. No,
I was
16.
I was 16
years
15,
old.
yes,
Yeah,
I remember
that's
that
right,
time, yeah.
16, 15
And then they we won the league.
Wow.
Yeah.
At the lower division.
At the lower division.
Yeah, that's right.
Bragita won the league to get promoted into the
Premier
League.
Division.
Yeah, Premier Division. But I was playing with some people who are older than me, very old.
Oh, you're only 16.
I was the young one, yes.
Right.
Yeah, some they
what
older
position
than me.
are you playing?
I was playing left winger.
Left wing. Okay,
Left
so
winger,
you had some pace.
So that's why they could like me, because I was very cheeky and I was very fast.
Right.
Yeah, I had a very good left footer.
Okay.
Yeah. I came to believe now when I on my career end.
Is that you rely on the left foot?
Yeah. So my back himself, God must rest his soul in peace. He used to kiss me here and here.
Right.
To tell me I never say left foot like you, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he used to tell me like that. So
is that Clive Barker?
Clive Barker, yeah.
Right.
So I came to realize, like as I told you, when I came to in my end of my career, that's when I came to realize what was my left foot.
Left foot,
like
right.
as you ask me, did my father ever play or have anybody in my family who played football?
Right.
I did not have anybody. It's a talent which I born with it. And it was on me. So when that Bragita took me, actually, my father did not know if I'm continuing to that stage in terms of football. He knew I only played for primary school.
Okay.
In my school.
Oh, so he wasn't aware that you're playing in high school.
In the high like in the first division teams.
Ah.
It was not away from my son is involved in the federation.
So, because you never went to go watch him
He
play.
never asked me to even play football.
Uh-huh.
I was just going to watch him play Sundays with the elders.
Right.
See me playing for the youth in the area against each other. You'll enjoy that because I'm presenting the seat which is living in. But when you come to the federation side, he didn't want to hear that because he wanted me to focus at school.
Right.
So he did not want to even tell my sister, because I used to go in the same school with my sister. I say, if you see your brother go training on these teams, in the big teams there, you tell me, I'll kill him. Yes, that's how I grew up, Mr. Charles. That's how I understand to become where I am today. It's not easy.
No, sure,
yes.
sure.
So I had the first struggle of my family. My mother, she knew. My sister, she knew. But my father could not know that.
So, okay, I was going to ask you. So your mom knew that you were playing at the top.
My mom knew.
Okay.
Yeah. When we moved to that city, next to Buyenzi, it was a Jabe. So that's why I was recruited by that guy. He said, you're a good player. I want you to come in my club. I said, yes, for sure. There's no problem. And I joined them. From there, I started performing. While I was performing in the first division, my father never knew nothing.
Right.
Until we won the league.
For about 3 years. In the first division.
In the first division.
Yes.
Yeah. So my father did not know nothing about it. Did not know nothing.
But I mean, his friends or someone didn't say, hey, your son Saleh is...
That's where I'm going now.
Okay.
So after we won the league in 1993, so we were promoted to the Premier League.
Right.
So there was a team like Orlando Pirates. He buy most of us. Most of the players came from Bragita. Orlando, like that team, like Santos FC, which is a team which I joined in 1993 to 1995. That's a team I play for. So 1993 there, I joined Inter FC.
Right.
Inter FC, it was a team like a Pirates. So when they see us get promoted, the club, they have that kind of behavior. When they see a small team get promoted, some top teams in the Premier League, they come in, scout good player from that team. So
because they'll get them for cheap also. That's right.
Our bosses from the first division, in terms of resource financial, they're not good. They better give up some certain players for them to get some money to build also the So what he did, is he sold us to that team, which is Inter FC, and then he keep few players also with him, but they did join with another club for them to resist in the Premier League. But we forgot about them. We focus now in Inter FC because it was a top team like Orlando Pirates now.
Right.
So 1993 to 1995, I was focusing in that team. I played in that team until also won the league, Burundian League.
Oh, wow.
Won the Burundian League 1994. Because when I went that team, it was 93 when they recruited us. 94, we won the league with Inter FC. When we won the league, it was the first time we have to go and play the African champions with a club from Congo. They call it Vita Club. Yeah.
Okay.
That was also a first game when in DRC Congo, the former president Mobutu, he did build them the stadium, the one they're using today, they call Kamanyola Stadium.
In Kinshasa?
In Kinshasa.
Right.
Their best stadium which they have. I think it was the first game of inauguration of that stadium. It's when we play against Vita Club. That stadium is host about 120 people.
I've seen it. I've seen it. When you're driving into Kinshasa, it's on the right-hand side.
Yes.
There.
It hosts, that one, it's about 120 people. That day in our game, there were over 125,000 spectacular. It was my first time I played under that kind of crowd.
Tell me now you must be 18. How old are you now?
I was already 18, 19 coming now. That's where also national team junior came in now.
But I mean, come on, your dad must know by now that something is on now.
How did daddy know? That day, that time I joined Inter FC now. Because daddy go to watch game on the stadiums.
Okay.
He goes and watch. So we play Inter FC versus Vitalo. So Vitalo, it was his club.
Okay.
And my daddy, first he was late. Myself, I was worried. That night, I was worried. I went to the camp. But I told my mother, I told that if we were in the camp for school.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
My mother said, okay, it's fine. She was ready to see what's happening because I come with the kids.
I see. So some new gear in the house. Where get the money to buy
mother,
all
they
this?
always want to cover, if they see already, here there's something. Before I tell this man, let me see the end of this guy. My father that day, he came to the stadium. Always when his team play, he must come. But I think they send him out of the capital city with the truck when we was driving back, it was later for the game at the stadium. He ended up come for the second half.
Right.
He entered the stadium second half.
And you at this stage, you don't know that he's at the stadium or not.
I did not know if he's at the stadium. I don't know nothing. I knew my sister and my mother, they are keeping the secret for me. Because I knew if this man see me today, we're playing against Vitalo, he will kill me. And that was the first game for me in Inter FC. We played against Vitalo.
Right.
Papa, I play left winger. So
starting
the game, I'm starting the game.
Yes.
I was shining. I was doing very well. We destroyed Vitalo, but it was still 0-0. That game, I remember we beat them 1-0. So, second half, I went to make a corner kick. Yeah, I went to make a corner kick on the right side of the field. I must use the left foot on this side of the field. So, as I'm on the side of the field, behind me is the crowd. So, this crowd, I come to find out, is a group of my father. People are working with my father. They are there already. So, they see me. They're starting talking. I could hear them. They're saying, this boy look like Kasegesa's son. This boy look like Amisi Kasegesa's son. And it's me, Saleh Amisi. In my jersey, they can see it's written Amisi. Saleh A.
Right.
That Amisi, it was not all full.
Right.
I could hear them. And I just tell myself, if my father hear this today, see me today, I don't know where I'm going to go. But I could hear them, they're talking. So during that time, the game was nice. We scored a goal.
Right.
1-0. We continued to play. 10-15 minutes ago again, I got a corner kick there again. I went to hit that free kick, that corner kick. When I went to make that corner kick, my father was there. My father, he was already in the stadium. Right. So in Burundi, 20 minutes before the end of 90, they always open the gates for people who come late or those who couldn't buy a ticket. They just come into the stadium to fill the stadium again, everyone to have fun. My father also, he came to that time. And he went to join the friends where it was. Somebody would tell him, hey, someone look like your son is inside here. He said to them, no, don't talk. That doesn't exist, my son.
Yes.
He can never play football. My son, he must focus at school.
He's at school. He should be at school.
They say, we want you to focus nice. Look at that boy who's playing number 11 there. So I came to make a corner kick. When I came to make a corner kick, my father was sitting there at the back. Now my father see me. He says, it's true. He's my son. And then those guys, so that day, my father, he was excited. He was over the moon. He was angry by his team is losing, but he became excited to see me and playing that level. He never expected for the first time he see me. I hit that corner kick. Everything was fine. Game finished 1-0. We won that game. Because that's what was in Inter FC that time. We were very hot. They're the good youth. Yeah, that's why we even won the league.
Right.
My father, the first day now, he saw me playing. He was at home already before me. People, they see my father is excited. My mother say, Vitalo lost, but you are happy like this. What's going on here? Me, I'm telling my boss, I'm telling my management, please, can someone take me home and tell my father if I was playing football?
Yes.
They surprised. They don't understand what I'm telling them. I have also to explain to them. I say, me all along, my father never knew if I'm playing football. And that I was on my last year of school. I was doing carpenter at a center there. It was a technical.
Okay.
Where we do mechanics, carpenter, those kind
like
of.
A technical college.
Right. That's what I was. It was my last year also. And then my mother told me, tomorrow is a school. Saleh will play football today, Sunday. His father was there. Hey, it will be a war. Me that day I said it will be a war. I said no. I couldn't get anybody to support me. My management told me, Saleh, go home. Your father can't do anything. Tell him you are working now. You are a big boy. Say, hey, you guys were just talking here. But here's another story. At home, we grew up in the family where when the father tell you something you don't do,
that's right.
they'll shy you.
That's it.
When you don't listen, they'll give you discipline, definitely, physically or something like that. Not to hate you, but just to show you this is what we want. I agree with that. Now, when I went home in the night, I said, no, I'm going to my grandfather. I went back to Chibitok, to my grandfather now.
So you didn't even go home?
I didn't go home.
Right.
I went to Chibitok to my grandfather, my mother's father. May Allah rest their soul in peace, inshallah. Allah must give them Jannah to Firdaus. They are all past now. When I went to my grandfather tell me, my son, I heard about you guys. You did well today. He knew about it because all my uncle, they're working in the federation on the stadium to give tickets, to sell tickets. They are working there very well for many, many years. So they knew the news. They already tell my mother. They already tell my family, by my grandfather. So when I arrived, it was like a party.
Right.
I said to them, you guys, you are partying. I have to go to school tomorrow and I must go home. I must go back to Jabe. but the father is going to kill me. They say, no, he'll never do that. My grandfather, my uncles, they all
escort you.
Two my uncles, they're still alive, and my grandfather, they escort me with the bicycles. We went with the bicycles. 8 o'clock, I think, to 9, we arrive home. We find my father is waiting for me with excitement. He refused to eat.
Hey.
He told my mother, keep this food until my son arrives, because I'm a firstborn and I'm a first grandchildren to my father's side and my mother's side.
Right.
My mother is the firstborn to her family. My father is the firstborn in his family.
Okay.
And so I'm a first grandchildren.
Right.
Bruh, that day, Charles, I was blessed. Yes, I was blessed that day. That's the day where I started playing football now. When I came down like that, my father say, hey, why you came with all these people here? I say, hey, I didn't talk. I say, hey, Daddy, hey. I just say, hey. Daddy said, don't say, hey, I see you playing football. And you are a good player. So my uncle, my grandfather, they say, how? This person, what happened? What's going on to him? I say, Granny, Grandpa, I brought you because Daddy never wanted me to play football. And I knew today my father saw me playing football. And I disrespect him. I was not going to be a big fight. That's why I came to you guys to bring me and tell that I love this game. And I can do something in this game. My father said, no, my son. You know I take you to the football every day with me. I just wanted you to focus in your future. So school at least, football is a career. It's going to end, things like that. But what I saw today with my own eyes, you must continue to play football, my son. You are a great player.
Beautiful.
My mother, she even pulled tears on that day.
Beautiful.
I said, at the show, I saw everything about you. My father told me. I said to him, what did you see? He said, you are a good player, my son. So my uncles, they tell him, hey, both in-law now. Both is an in-law in French.
Both.
Yeah, they say both. We don't have to tell you about Saleh. Saleh has been doing so well. But you're not aware of that. Not less than a week, my father passed away in the accident car. Yes, my father passed away. Not even a week. After we celebrate that, 1990, my father passed away. It was during the wartime, Also, the road were not safe, you see. So the war it was on already that time, 1993, 94, it was a war already. But we were playing because players they could keep us safe in certain places. As a soccer player, one thing with Burundi, even during the war we had, no one of the star, from the musician to the soccer player, they've been killed. It was a different war. Where they admire stars, they admire role model in our country. I can tell you, most of them will die with natural causes. If it's not accident, you are sick or something. I have my people I used to say as a legend, which my father used to go and support. They are still alive until today. They supported me through my whole career. So most of the stars at home, they do admire them. Citizen Day, we take them as idols.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So my father passed. When my father passed, that was a very broken moment for me because I said, shit, this man never eat nothing from me. This man never even get a tracksuit from me because he could feed me, could give me anything I want. Now I say, this is not be difficult. Even before he passed, the owner of the club came to visit him. He was ambassador of Congo, DRC, in Burundi. He was a very rich guy. He's a Congolese guy. He came. He said to him, I heard about Saleh's issue when you played so game with Vitalo, but I wanted to confirm with you if this is our son. He's yours biologically, but in sports, it's our son. And we'll make sure we look after him. Even in school, he will make sure he finish. We promise you that. And they give some amount of money. I can't remember, it was about almost 200,000 they gave to my father. And my father was shocked. He didn't want to even take that money. And they said to him, no, this is what you deserve because we never buy Saleh from any club. You see, we got Saleh from your yard.
Right.
Yeah, we were just playing for the juniors clubs there. So in Burundi, these amateurs, we don't have contracts. Yeah, we don't have even a contract. You can move anywhere you want until you come to the first division and Premier League. Yeah. Right. So they give us that option to be open. Because also these things of signing contracts with the youth in the young age, it kills a lot of children, a lot of youth. If you check even here locally, it's killing a lot of youth. Because we find they've been signing to the local team, which is amateur. It doesn't have any vision or any mission for these boys in the future. But because he signed that contract to play in an amateur league for them, they claim if it's their property.
So he'll never ever go up because that club is staying in the amateur division.
Yeah, that is destroying a lot of youth also here in South Africa. So they at home, back home in Burundi, where the opportunity, there was no such a thing like that. So my father, when they finished that meeting with my owner, with my boss, he was happy. He blessed me. So that boss, they left, and I was free playing my football. My father went to village also with the truck for about a week. After that meeting, he caught in an accident and he passed away. He passed away immediately. Yeah, I went there also with my mother because I was the biggest one, big child in the family. It was tough when my father passed away, and I have to be someone now to assist my mother now.
Because now you're the man in the house,
man
right?
in the house,
Yes.
and I could not know what to do. Because at that time my father passed away, I was already get the blessing from him. And when we did the funeral, we did the burial by my grandfather now, by my father's father, which is in Chibitoki, where I born also. My grandfather from my mother's side and my grandfather from my father's side, they were all living in Chibitoki.
Right.
Yeah, that's what our actually our location, our cast.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so we have to go and bury my father now. We must leave because Jabe is on town, like we're in Udustok. So we have to go and make a funeral maybe in Guguletu or in Athlone.
Right.
Where my grandfather bears. That's where we host my father's funeral. After the funeral, 3 days after that, as a Muslim, they asked my mother, your husband got a lot of brothers. Do you feel like you see a woman? You have to have your freedom and your happiness. Do you think anyone here can marry you if you want to be getting married again? And my mother, she said, no, you must ask them first if they are willing to have me with all these kids, because I'm here for you, because your son was my husband, so now he's gone. I'm still in your hands, Daddy. So my grandfather asked my father's disciples, the siblings.
Right.
Yeah, they say, no, man, we trust Tamasha, we trust that lady, she's our big sister-in-law in our family, and we see she's very responsible. She's got 7 kids, and we believe Saleh is grown up already. He will assist her to grow up the siblings. And my mother said to my grandfather, say, because there is a community actually, there's a people there also from the area.
Right.
From my
Also,
mother's
they
side.
all gather around,
They all gather around, yeah,
when they're discussing to decide this, right?
That. And they say, no, it's good because Tamasha says she can keep herself like this. She's happy. 7 children is enough for her. She'll try to raise those kids which Amisi left for her. That's what she said in the meeting. And they asked me, they say, Sally, you see, your mother says she want to fight to raise you guys. Are you ready to support your mama? I say, yes, of course, I'm going to support my mother. And God bless me now. I'm playing football and I'm finishing my school. So I'll choose what to do for me to help her. It's not going to be easy. But now, the companies my father was working for, they decide to say, no, what we'll do, Sally can be doing part-time job in our company. So you can pay him a salary of his father until he finishes school, and then we see how it's going to go.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So they say,
That's nice.
yeah, and they let me play football and work there.
Oh, okay.
Not even about 3 months going down on the road. We finished school, we graduated. I gave my mother my diploma. I said, Mommy, there's yours. Because me, I see football. It's already something now. My mother said, thank you, baby. Continue that because I can see like there's promise here. National team was already inside. We start getting those smaller allowance, like $300, $200 when you change in Burundian money.
It's a lot
it's
of
enough
money.
money. Yeah. We start now traveling with the national team junior, going to Qatar to go and play some tournament, come back, go to Cameroon, you see. So I start flying also when I was at home, which I never experienced that. And it's not everybody to fly. It was something big.
How was that? I mean, coming from where you come from with your friends, and now you're the one now who's flying all over the place. You've got new kits. You're looking what? How? And within that community you're growing up, are you like the superstar? What's happening in your life then?
Actually, it was like I'm a superstar. That's true, Mr. Charles. You know, you don't see it coming because we're a lot of us playing football. But now it's not all of us make it. That's what I always even tell to the youth I coach today. I say we can teach you guys you are 10 or 11, but do not think all of you guys are gonna make it in professional. No, it's gonna depend with what God has planned for you and how serious you are with this.
Right.
Yeah. Because if you're not serious with the game, just playing for fun or because your friends are coming here, you remain on that stage. But if you put as your dream, you want to achieve this, you'll achieve it. Because you have to pray and work hard.
Right.
You'll achieve it. So that's what I was different to them. Because I could do my own individual. I think also the experience of losing father early, it boosts me a lot.
Right.
Because most of my friends, they were still having father and mothers.
Because now you had a responsibility that you had to go back home. So you
Yes.
couldn't just be playing and you had to go back
I had
home.
to go home.
Right.
There were some few players in the club also who did not have father, but they were not that good like as I was. Some of them, they never even go far. Yeah, but me, I was good. Yeah, I was good. And I could get people telling me, you'll make it, Saleh, you'll make it.
Right.
Yeah, and then that was motivation for me. I said, okay, my mother also, she needs something. Now I continued, start working for that company my father was working for, and also going to the practice in the afternoon, because Burundi practice only in the afternoon.
Right.
According to the years I was going, 1995, things were very tough in Burundi with the war. But I was already participating in the national team juniors. Yeah, I see the war is like it's consistently, it's getting tough. And I say no. One of my friends said to us, guys, we're in the camp national team because we're camping. We camp where there's a bodyguard soldiers that are looking after us. We do talk sometime. When the fighting goes on in the mountain, we can hear
the guns and
We say, guys, one day this thing will find us where we're standing. What can we do? So some of the experienced players, they say, no, guys, I think we have to start moving. So we had some players like Eme Kitenge joined Cosmos in 1994.
Okay.
Our goalkeeper for national team was already in Johannesburg, played for Jomo Cosmos. Where the player like Debo Kitenge was in Gabon. Where the player like Juma Mose, our captain of national team, he was playing in Gabon also. And then from there went to Dubai. So those experienced players, we could communicate with them.
Right. Because they were not in the camp.
They were outside.
Team.
They were senior players also.
Right.
So we were in the under 23. They were in the senior national team. So that time we started discussing as the youth guys, what's the next step here? Because these are our seniors here in the national team. Most of them they're outside. With the Ngama Gilles, he was playing for Kwakwa Star. That time was Kwakwa Star. I think we about him was the best player.
Kwakwa Star's Steve Compella coached from Free State.
Star, yes, from Free State. Where the player Ngama Gilles was playing for Kwakwa Star. Where the Said Chaban also was playing for Kwakwa Star.
Okay.
He came from Swaziland. He joined Kwakwa Star also. So where the Indele Zeimana Modela, he was playing for Indele was playing for Cosmos.
Okay.
With Eme Kitenge. You see, so where the few experienced players, they were in South Africa, some they were in Gabon, some they were in Dubai. So I said, okay, let us start communicating with these people, guys. We start, before it was about, you write a letter, you send it. This technology wasn't there.
It wasn't there, that's right.
We have to write the letter, sending there. So one day we got a response from Swaziland. Hilary Shaban, who was a former captain also of Burundi national team. Former Swallows captain. When the lightning hit at George Koch, if you hear about the history of lightning, it was the Jomo Cosmos versus Morocco Swallows. It was 1998 or 97. He was the captain of Swallows. So that Hilali Saban today is the head coach also of Stars of Africa. He works with Coach Farouk now.
Okay.
He's with Farouk Khan in Johannesburg.
Okay.
Yeah,
the academy.
They're the one running the academy there, our head branch there now. So that Hilali was already in Swaziland. May I write a letter to him because he's a kind of my cousin. We come from same family. I say, Brother Hilali, the war is getting too much. We are playing, but it's not safe for us because we have to play sometime national team. If it gets worse, they evacuate us national team into Congo, and then after maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks, the government come and fetch us again.
Oh.
Yes, because there was that relationship, they could have it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'd go to what? To Kinshasa?
Yeah, no, we're going to Uvira, just the province close to Bujumbura.
Oh, okay.
Because our capital city, we have a border of DRC.
Yes.
From our capital city into the province of Congo. Yeah, so it was easy. Even people from those provinces, those are the provinces even now here in South Kivu, where there's peace. Is Uvira, Kamanyola, Bukavu. It's under Burundi control. That's why I see soldiers of Burundi are doing a lot of great job there in South African soldiers.
Right.
Yeah, because we are trying to protect that side of Lake Tanganyika. We don't want that nonsense of these rebels of M23 coming and distract people. Yeah, so we are trying to, our government is doing well to protect us. So those things started from long time.
Right.
Yeah, because there's a pit roll there. There's a lot of material people are fighting for. And all this caused by the Western. You know, we came to know now when we are old. But in that time, we could not understand. We were in confusion. People were dying, my brother. People were dying, Charles. What could have experienced. But to just say, but I'm under protection, but my people are dying. Maybe one day to reach on me also. Because the politics sometimes, it was a political war. Yeah. This regime want to take off this regime. So it was not easy. It was a civilian war, bro.
Right.
Bad one.
Right.
You hear about it?
Yeah, no, I've got some friends who were in the army at the time who used to go to Bujumbura. Because they were part of the UN, or the AU.
They were mission. I meet them when I go for national team. I used to go and visit that camp of South African soldiers. Yeah. They used to like me because I had to drive my Mercedes Benz, which was having a CA number plate. Yes, I took my first car I took to Burundi was Mercedes Benz. Those old one, old shape, 230E. Yeah,
as if you look like a
nice
president.
Music, very nice. Yeah, so like president. So I used to go and visit them time to time there.
Yeah,
they were in town actually in CBD. Yeah, that's where they were basing.
I remember this friend of mine used to bring back, because they used to be there for like sometimes 6 months or 8 months, but there's to bring back some very beautiful wood carvings.
Yes.
Like tables and
there's a lot of.
Is there quite a rich culture of
yes.
of wood carvings and
making with hands, handmade.
Yes.
There's a lot of.
So now you're in between Congo
and
Burundi
that time.
Yes.
So that time the war now it was coming now. Tense was very high. No way. You see, like there's nothing on our walk now. Even some of our athletes, the running athletes that's running, when they go for the competition, they don't come back.
Okay, right.
They remain there because we say, guys, we're gonna die now here. But finally, when we play against, there's a game we play, the under 23, we play against. That game, it was Burundi under 23 versus Cameroon. They came to fetch us at the border. They say it was under 23. We must come to Burundi so we can go and play that preparation for that game. When we went to that preparation for that game, the money we got after that game, when we came back, because what they did now, they start bringing us into the camp in Burundi. They look after us. There's a soldier who look after us when we practice, when we sleep, but it's not good. It's still not comfortable, you see.
Yeah, because I mean, there's stress, there's tension, there's guns, there's just...
It was very, very tense. First, after that, we played South Africa. We played South African under 23.
In Burundi?
In Burundi, yeah. That's
in that war?
Yes. We played South Africa in 1993. It was 1994. It was 1994 end. We played South Africa under 23.
Do you remember the players in that team?
Yes, Brian Baloy was playing as a goalkeeper. Bob Brian Sebapole, they were in. David Kaname was in. There were some... All players, I remember, in that national team, they were there.
Okay.
Even this tall boy was at Cosmos. A lot of players were there, man. Brian Sebapole was there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we played at the Mal Park. It was at Johannesburg, by University. Vet University. That's where the game was played.
Not in Burundi, it was played in South Africa.
It was played in South Africa, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that was 1994. That was 1994. South Africa came also.
Okay.
Second round, we draw 1-1 in a Mill Park.
Okay.
And then when it came to Burundi, we beat them 4-2. And Clive, even South African government, they say, no, man, we can't be beaten by Burundi 4-2. It's like our player, they were scared. There was a news if you Bafana, we lost, under 23, Amagluglu lost 4-2 in Burundi. And then they say, like, all both Krima Shabalala, they were directors there. Clive Barker was, I think, a director of coaching at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was running Bafana.
Right.
They say because really at the stadium, our soldiers, they have to be there with the full equipment to make sure nothing happens. So when the visitor team see that, obvious.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Now were there any people in the stadium?
There was people at the stadium. Yeah, there were people at the stadium, but they're very scarce. Those are only from the capital city.
Right.
The tense was too high. So that was the last game, I think, for me. I remember now. That was the last game. We said, no, after this game, I think we must disappear, guys.
That's after you got the money?
After we got the money, because they always give us allowance. Yeah, when we play international game, there's money to be shared for us. That after that game, when they tell us now, guys, you know the game is finished, you must go again to Congo and rest there first, and we'll prepare again. If there's any tournament, we'll come and fetch you guys. That's how we're preparing for the games. We ran away, we come back again to play. It was not easy, bro.
Wow.
It was not easy. So, communicating with our senior players who were abroad already, Hilary said to me, hey, Mr. Amisi, I think you guys must come to Swaziland. I say, hey, he said, come to Swaziland because here things are better. There's peace country here. We're making money. Some other players, they are moving from Swaziland to South Africa. So, okay, we start planning now. I respond to him, I'll be coming soon.
This is the letter, eh?
Letter. You give to people who are traveling, they take it. I'm telling you, by letter, writing a letter. I got a response. Say, you guys come, no problem. What we did, you have to travel now. You know, it's not easy.
Right.
After you've traveled, the country must know if you are going out first. That's number one. Because we are famous players. If they know you're going out, they think that you are running away. You become like a threat. You see? So we just decide about 4 players. We disappear. From Uvira, after our money, we get our allowance, we took a ship from Uvira there in South Kivu of Congo into province of Tanzania and Kigoma with the ship.
So it's because there's a river that runs between...
a lake.
A lake between Burundi and Congo.
Yeah, it's the biggest lake in Africa, which is Burundi, Congo, Tanzania, and Zambia.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, we took a ship. It was 1995 now, June 1995, beginning. We took the ship to Tanzania or Kigoma. We stayed there maybe 2-3 days. We got a train. A train came from Dar es Salaam to Kigoma. It transported us from Kigoma to Dar es Salaam. When we flew to Dar es Salaam, we meet other friends of us who also were already runaway players, but they were not in the national team because the league couldn't function again. It was only a national team who could participate. And they keep those players which they could found. They know where you can find them. Maybe if there's one there in Rwanda, it's one there in Congo, okay, we get them, they come and help national team. Yeah.
Right.
So now that time us, we already move. Okay, they look for us, but they couldn't know where we are. It was me, Rukundo Banza, Moriki Hussein. Rukundo is in Belgium now. Moriki Hussein is a professor in Swaziland now. He remained until today is a professor of French.
Okay.
In Swaziland, yeah, he's married there.
Right.
Got a house already there.
Fantastic.
Yes. So during that time, we built another home. You know, we come from the war, there's nothing we can do.
Yes.
So my father passed away, my mother and my siblings still in Burundi. I have to make sure I better go out so I can be able to sustain this one who remain behind. I went.
So now tell me, before you are now coming in and out of Burundi in these camps, where is your mother and your siblings at that time?
You see, my mother, she was staying in Buyenzi at that time, in that city, Buyenzi, where I was picked by that team.
Right.
Because they have to move from city to city because of civilian war. The city which people are killing each other have to move and go where it's safe.
Whatever you have on your back,
whatever.
you just take clothes and
that time, people, they could accommodate each other very nice and swiftly. They couldn't check where you come from, who you are, no. Oh, we are suffering. There by us is hot. Like you hear in Manembek, in Kailicha, and Guletu, it's hot. Army is fighting against this. Hey, so rebels, army is hot. People, they're running away. Hey, tomorrow is here, and we do stock, and we run away again. So it was like a wave. It was like that. There was no comfortable place, bro. Yeah. Now, when we left Congo even, that's why we also enter into Congo. After we left. Also, things went worse in Congo also after that. So, but that, I don't want to look at that. I look at my site, I moved to Dar es Salaam. When I get Dar es Salaam, I meet other players. Job. Some of them, they are here also. Guys, you are here. Why you guys take long, man? I say, no, guys, we're in the national team, but we couldn't just move. Nonda Shaban was playing for Young Africa. Yeah, this Nonda Shaban was a top player today in the world.
Right.
Yeah, he was playing for Young Africa. Yeah, but he couldn't play in the Premier League in Burundi. He played only in the first divisions. Yeah, but when the war came, he went to Tanzania. He got signed by a top team in Tanzania. You see, that's how lucky he is in football. Yeah, it's what also God planned for you.
Right.
Nonda Shaban, we met him there. But we did leave them there also in Tanzania because we had a mission to go to Swaziland.
Right.
We traveled to Swaziland.
You've been invited there. Yes.
We continue our trip. It was very.
How to talk me through that trip.
That's why I tried to catch it because of the time.
No, talk me through that trip.
When we leave Dar es Salaam, we have to first to make sure we don't show Burundian passport, because if you show Burundian passport from Malawi to other countries, Mozambique, they can't allow you to come there because they say all these Burundians, they are rebels. They don't understand if we are refugees.
The rebels running away from the war.
That's what happened in Africa. So you see, that's influence. You don't know where they got that influence. We could not be welcomed by many people. Tanzania did welcome us. But when you come to Malawi, when you come to Mozambique, you have to change your nationality.
How do you do that?
We have to apply for the temporal traveling document from Tanzania.
Okay.
For you to be called if you are Tanzanian.
Okay.
Because that was no one wanted to have a person come from Burundi or Rwanda because it was they call us as war mentality. So they fear people from our town. They want to catch you and put you in the camp. So we have to use different passports, traveling document, for us to cross those countries.
Right.
So that we can be safe. But we have our passports.
Okay.
We have our genuine passports.
Right.
So we can't show to them, because if you show to them, they catch you, they put you in the camp. Which you can't allow that to be put in the camp. I've got my talent, I know where I'm going, and I must put in the camp. What? You understand? So you have to
maneuver around. Yeah.
To go Tanzania and Burundi is the same. We speak same language. So Burundi and Tanzania can never differentiate people, because we can speak Swahili. I can speak Swahili as a Tanzanian. You know, the Tanzanian can speak Swahili as a Burundian. So we use Tanzanian travel document. Many Burundians.
Right.
We use Tanzanian travel document to cross Malawi and Mozambique. Right. Those one went through Zimbabwe, they were better, because Zimbabwe and Zambia, you could receive Burundian without no problem. But come to site of Malawi and Mozambique, it was a different story.
Okay.
But we managed to cross there.
And how were you logistically? How were you? Were you on foot? Were you taking it?
From Tanzania, we took a bus.
A bus.
Yeah, there was a bus like Intercapes, which you see here by the case. But Tanzania have got one of the biggest stations in Central Africa, which these buses go to Malawi, to Mozambique.
Okay, so it's a central hub, eh?
Yeah, it's a central hub.
Right.
Like until today, you see Uganda, Burundi. We depend in Tanzania because that's one they've got a big harbor.
In Dar es Salaam?
In Dar es Salaam, yeah. So we're traveling by bus. We took a bus from Dar es Salaam into the border of Malawi.
Okay.
From the border of Malawi, We declare ourselves there. They allowed us to go into Lilongwe. Lilongwe, we went to Blantyre. Blantyre, that's where we stayed for a few days. And then after that, we took a bus from Blantyre to Mozambique, in Msumbiji, in Maputo. Long distance, about 2 days in the road. You know.
But tell me something, Saleh. During this whole process, are you guys anxious, nervous? What's going through your mind?
We were nervous, Mr. Charles. We were nervous. We were anxious. You did not know where you're going. You not know where you're going. We do not have an idea where you're going. You just see a friend tell you, you take this way, you take this way. You go this way, you go this way. That's how we're coming.
Right.
There's no lie, bruh.
And that's what a lot of people from Burundi came down the same route.
Yeah, that's what they came from Congo, from Rwanda. They came that way. Yeah, we came that way.
And again, also saying they know someone's told them to go left, right.
Thank you. It was like that.
It was like that. Right.
Sometimes we're in Blantyre and we ask, what's happening in the border in Malawi because we've got this traveling document. How do we cross there? We have to find the information from the people who are in Mozambique already. And they tell us, no, just use that same one and show them that, and that's how you're going to enter. If you show Burundian one, you can't enter. We do the same things. We take a bus to the border. You show them the traveling document. Where are you going? I'm going to Mozambique.
How important, you say, I think one of the things that's coming up is so important here, is interesting, is the network.
Yes.
The network of people in these different countries that you can be a Burundian, come from Burundi, but be able to meet someone here, network.
Yes.
They're connected to someone in another country who can tell you what's the situation there.
Thank you.
And I think it's something people don't understand.
That's the best, I think, CIA we have.
Exactly.
It's the best CIA, I'm telling you.
No.
Even the politicians sometimes they don't understand when they want to run their own politics. You need to come to people on the ground. That's why we're going to success.
Yes.
Yeah. To remove crime, you have to work with people on the ground.
That's right.
If you look on top, you'll never see what's happening on the ground. So on the ground, people on the ground, they're the one they know everything. The farmers, those workers on the street,
yes,
they don't want to give us information.
Yeah.
You see, there's even some people that could cross those borders just like that without even document. He act like I'm from Mozambique on the corner here. He just say, if you know the small Portuguese, he say, "Bon dia, amigo. I'm just staying over the road there." You pass.
Right.
We must have a strong heart. So you can see there's a fear. You must talk lies for you to save yourself. Like as God says, you at least speak a lie for you to save yourself. Small lies to save yourself is very important. Because besides that, we could never be where we are today. Some of us, they lost their life in the road. Like there was a road from Mozambique, Nampula to the province of Nampula to Maputo. It's a long distance. From Nampula, pass Beira, to come to Maputo. Past a lot of bush. There's rebels also, they were fighting there. I don't know, the Florina they were fighting against.
Because there's no tarred roads here. It's gravel road.
Sometimes
and
the car broke on the middle of the bush. All these animals. You don't know what can attack you guys. Many people lost lives. Some they survived, some it's like that. And until when the government of Malawi, Mozambique start to recognize some people are using this road, that's where the security start to become now tight to those places and to try and improve the transportation facilities because they can realize because there were a lot of refuge people. You remember there was a lot of group were coming from Burundi, Congo, DRC, Rwanda too.
Right, running away from the war back home.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of us, even myself, I use the same way.
Now you're in Mozambique.
Now I'm in Mozambique in Maputo.
Yes.
I did not have a place to stay. One of the guys' name is Juma. He's from Burundi. He's a tailor. As a man of God, we start with prayer. And that's what we must always do in our life. I always like to pray, and I say, this time for mosque now. When we arrive first, that Juma gave us a place to stay. First day. There's a friend we met at the market. He's a tailor. He said to us, but I can accommodate you guys where you're going to sleep for these few days. If you're going to Swaziland, no problem, but I can't take a long time. Because where I'm staying is a flat, and these people, Portuguese guys, there's a lot of rules here, man. I said, there's no problem, but just give us a place, just if we can relax, to recover this fatigue we have. We say, okay, stay with me at my market until I close, we'll go together by my place. We stay with him. When we get by his house, he do us some food, we shower, we rest. We say, Juma, you know what? We are traveler. We are going. Our trip is not it.
We're on a mission.
Juma says, Sali, no, you guys are a soccer player. Why are you not staying here? It was me, Morki, Rukundo, and Tofik. So these my friends, they were all soccer players, top players. We said to this guy, say, hey, Juma, you are here in Mozambique. How long are you staying here? 2 years now. since 93. Means when the war started at home, I left immediately. So people, they left in 93. When the war just started 1993, they left.
And you only left in 95?
Me, I left 95. Me, I left 94 and 94 and 25.
Right. So this is now early 95.
Early 95 now.
You're in
Mozambique.
Yeah. Right.
And then I got a team there also called Mashakane. We told that guy, hey, Juma, take us for the football teams here. He said, hey, this team, they're controlled by the Mozambican, the Portuguese guys. They're very pride. I don't think they'll give you guys a chance. We said to him, no, you just organize a person who knows any member in all those clubs, either Costa del Sol of Mozambique or Mashakane. Because at that time, we were not play club champions back home. There was a team called Mashakane. I've got a picture of them there. Mm-hmm. They came to play with us. They play against Vitalo, my father's favorite team. They never play against us. But they know the standard of our players in Burundi. Because we give them hard time. I say, okay. That Juma says, Saleh, there's one guy from Tanzania. He's here for a long time. His team also helped me here to get a place at the market. I'll tell him about you guys. I said, please just talk to him. So that guy from Tanzania, he was connected. You know, like as you say, connection is very important. That guy, he was connected. That guy called us, he said, you guys can sleep. But around the 10, 11, I'll call you guys in the house. There was this that phone like this.
Those old round phones.
Yeah, I said, I'll call you guys in this phone. I'll tell you guys, come to the market. If I see this guy, I say, okay. We stay there, we eat eggs, bread. It was, but we're happy.
Right.
At least there's peace in Mozambique now. There was some fighting also in the times of that side of Nampula. There was still also for this Florina and what.
Frelimo and yes.
During that time, remember, 95, 94, so they were still having some problems.
Joaquim Chisano and those chaps.
It wasn't clear. That guy gave us some bread, we make some tea the next morning. Yeah. The next day, he said, guys, come. We went. They phone us around 10:10. We went at the market, find a way to do his telling. Say, guys, welcome. Hey, these guys wanna come here. Maybe want to go to mosque. You will come here. We say, all even us want to go to mosque. So we're all Muslim. That guy came. Hey, Ali, salam alaikum guys. Salam. How are you guys? Hey, you guys from Burundi? Not rebels. I said, we're not rebels. No, we're not rebels. We're running away from that. We want to continue our careers, man. That's why we ran away from there. He said, I believe Juma. I said, you guys are soccer player. We say, yeah, we're soccer player. You know, he interviewed us by making us jokes. Are you sure you guys can compete with these Mozambican players? Hey, they're very good. Ali Hassan, he played in Portugal. Best players. And all those players talking about, they became our friends after we went to practice in that team.
Okay.
Because Ali Hassan was just coming from Portugal. He's an Indian player, but Indian Portuguese, who born in Mozambique. He was playing for Sporting of Lisbon, yes. So, that Ali said, me, I'll take you guys to practice. Wait, I'll talk to my contacts. I'm going to mosque, but when I come from the mosque, I said, we also want to go to mosque. He said, okay, jump in my car. He take us to mosque. When we reach by the mosque, he meet those Indians.
Okay.
Owner of Mashakens and those Portuguese guys, he meet them. He called them aside. He said, hey guys, I was looking for you guys. I have a players from Central Africa. They are in the country. And some of them, I moved them in the mosque here. They tell him, you know what, Ali, meet us by the office. You can bring them even tomorrow morning because we practice there. We can talk that side. You know, there are rich people, they are in a hurry. He said, fine. Ali said to us, guys, where are you? Say, we are in this place by Juma. That's where we're staying. Okay. He took us by Juma. I said, Juma, these guys, tomorrow come and pick them up by your place. So when he came tomorrow to pick us by his place, he tell us something. He said, guys, you know why? Because you are refugees. And this Juma's place is too small. I don't want you guys to stay like this. Come here. You do like you're going to stay at the mosque. Because I want those rich guys, when they come to pray, I'll tell them there's a soccer player and this player, they're staying by the mosque. So earlier, the connection at the mosque.
Okay.
The outside rooms.
Right.
So organized. He play also his game to get us help.
Yes. So he wants to try and boost you guys and look as if you are serious.
Yes. Because we show him our CV from home. He could say, you guys playing club champions. National teams. So he came to realize, no, man, I can do something here. So he became
he also saw an opportunity also.
He always brings some people from Tanzania to come and play there. He spoke to Mashakane, top team in Mozambique. He spoke to Costa del Sol, the owner there by the mosque. And the boss of Mashakane, they were sharp. They said, no, all these players might come to us for trial. He said to them, we know where they live. Excuse me, they live here by outside buildings by the mosque. How come? He said, they're refugees. Excuse me, they're refugees. They have no money. How are they going to live? He said, don't worry. Let us have a look at them first tomorrow. They took us to practice. Hey, Charles. We find an international coach from Portugal. Very nice coach.
First time you've had an international coach.
First time. Since we came out of Burundi now, we had the international coach from Burundi, national teams come from Russia, from Algeria. They were employed by our government, get paid by the ambassadors, But to come out of Burundi was the first time now. We're going to practice with an international standard team. We see facility in Mozambique, they are really professional. The facilities for the club in Mozambique, when I get there, they're the beautiful facility, more than clubs here in South Africa.
Where is this now in Mozambique?
In Maputo now, Maputo, in Maputo now.
Right.
When I went to see Mashakeni, where they train, and the Sportivo, they've got the facilities, even the stadium including inside, tennis, basketball. I see facilities I never seen in my life. I say, wow. I say, how can you fail to play football here, guys? The guys say, yeah.
You forget about Swaziland.
You forget about that. We in the practice there. That Ali Hassan is shaking.
Because now the opportunity could be happening or not happening.
He was sitting on the grandstand, I remember that day. And we were all three inside there. They put us 4. We're inside there. It was me, Morki, Tofik, and Rukundo. They give us a chance to practice the team. One is number 9 striker, one is number 10, Morki is number 6 midfielder, me I'm 11. Papa, when we start the trial, they put us in the reserve. First we start physical training, it was physical, to run. We were very tired, and we approached the coach, I said, the coach, we are refugees. We came away with about 2 months, we never even do any exercise. But this exercise you give to us, we can make it if we are with you for some time, but we don't have a much fitness, and also we never train for almost a month and a half to 2 months. Coach said, okay. They gave us a rest to do some light exercise. When they finished physical exercise, we went to drink water and everything, and then the coach wanted to do now the tactical exercise now, playing the game now. That's what they call us now. Papa, we played football, all of us 4, we shine. The same day, they give us a 2-bedroom flat. Those guys who sleep Alias and they say, no, these guys, they can't sleep there.
Because if they come, and if they let them go now, someone else is going to take them.
Our story was very big. It was very big. After they give us a 2-bedroom, before even we sign, they say to us, we're going to be living here, guys. After practice, that coach from Mozambique, from Portugal, say, top class. These players, top. I just need to give them their physical strength, but in terms of technical, tactical, they are perfect. We're international player. They did not know where we come from. Where we come from, we're already
in the high league, yes.
Because we are out, you have to
Champions
put
League.
yourself down so you can get that at least opportunity. So we're putting ourselves down until they give us that opportunity to go in the field, and then we speak now. Our foot want to speak.
Let the football speak for itself.
Yo, Charles, that 95, they give us 2 bedrooms there. We sit there. Rukundo, he got a lucky. He got his cousin there in Mozambique. He told him, listen, you have to go back to Tanzania. You're going to go to Belgium. Your uncle is going to help. So, when you go somewhere, you meet somebody, give you information which you never have. So Rukundo, him, the second day, he couldn't come to practice. He started to plan that trip to return back to Tanzania,
right.
So he can go to Belgium to go. So we're all looking for the opportunity, whichever door he comes. Because we're just following us, like he's following the group. You see, that's how we're going.
Right.
So we 3 remain now. We stay in Mashakeni. They give us a house. They buy fruit for us. A small fridge like that one. Put everything in the room. They say, guys, start training. Hey, Papa, we start training. After 3 weeks, they say, no, we have to sign you guys. So now, listen to this. After 3 weeks, we train. The newspaper came out in Mozambique. Dois Burundian jogadores, Saleh Amisi, Tofik Zojoviri, and Morki Hussein, joga Burundi. So they speak about us in the newspaper of Mozambique in the morning, like Cape August or Sowetan.
You're not even signed at this stage.
So that newspaper, Mozambique have a newspaper, is in Swaziland already. Yeah, because they are close.
Right.
So Swaziland also, they get those newspapers from Mozambique. There's a lot of, what they call them Mashangani. There are a lot of Shangani in Swaziland side.
Right. Oh, the culture, the ethnic group
of Mashangani, yes.
Shangani, yes.
So it's mixed in South Africa, side of Durban. Yeah, because Shangani, they are in the border of Durban and Mozambique, also Swaziland and Mozambique. The Shangani, they are there.
Okay.
So they speak
I know
Zulu.
Shangans mainly from Venda, isn't it?
Yes. There are many.
But I didn't know if there were Shangans in that part of the country also.
They are on the border. Even in Mozambique, even in Swaziland, there are so many.
Okay.
Yeah, they are the one. They even when we finish when we started that after 3 weeks, those Shangan guys, they're the one that received those newspapers, so they could establish them. They could distribute them to Swaziland.
Right.
Those our brother who invited us, they did not know anything about us. After they wrote us that letter to say, you guys must come. As they were sitting like this on the camps there in their clubs, they read the newspaper. Guys, Saleh Amisi.
So now they're still waiting
They're
for
waiting
you.
for us. Now we're going to 3 months. This is 2 months we're in Mozambique.
Right.
From traveling into Mozambique, doing these things over there, we're going now to the 3rd month. They never hear anything about us. But this newspaper came out. In Swaziland, they could get those newspapers from Mozambique. In town, they get them because there's some Mozambique living there.
Right.
They always read newspaper. Because this up and down, Mozambique, Swaziland, Manzini, is too much. It's better than this side. Here we are far away from the border. That's why we don't see that movement like you see in Pumalanga, Bed Bridge. That's why I see a lot of Zim they go into.
Yes,
because of when you're at the border, there's a lot of movement because business way.
Right.
So those newspapers arrive there. Those are boys. They say, our former players, the legend. They say, guys, look at these boys. They sign in Mozambique. Mashakeni want them. Ilali, but you told Saleh they must come to Swaziland. Mozambique, I don't think that we can get nice offer. The guys, they start to do up and down. They got the phone for someone in Mozambique. That person came to look for us in town by that guy Juma. Because that Juma was a famous guy who could help Burundians.
Okay.
Juma, you know about this and this and this. Hey, they're staying by my place.
So Juma is the Burundian go-to guy for all Burundians.
It's a tailor, it's a designer. So in
clothes,
town, so they love that he's well known. So he can make suits. So it's not easy to get someone who can make a suit in the good price. So as a refugee, also him, you could make suit and give him the good price different to the Portuguese guys.
Right.
That time, we remember it was still white
Very
domination.
Portuguese. Yes, I remember that.
So Juma told the guys, no, but they're not by me, but I'm gonna receive them. But now they're in the best place. They're okay over there. But he not know if these guys were sent to come and tell us, no man, continue your trip. You can't end here in Swaziland. That's why they treat player nice. We're going for 1 month now. We're with Mashakeni, so they're talking about signing us. We start even hanging up with Bo Makamitu, top player of Mozambique now. We start to hang around with them in town. Bo Ali Hassan, we start to meet because they like us, because they say we're a good player and we've been accommodated by their club.
Okay.
So we start to be given that a little bit respect. When we go to mosque, one of us, he could read Quran, like a Morki. He could read. So in the mosque, sometimes he could go even in front and read the prayer. So they say, no, we got a good refugee here, man. They start to love us there in Mozambique. So these boys, they're players. They can also read the Quran. They can... No, man, we must look after these boys. Some Indian brother, they became close to us. They were really food, everything. They start telling us, we'll sign you guys. You play here. Don't worry, relax. But now, why do we left Mozambique? We did not have the right documents. We introduced Tanzania.
We came in with the Tanzania, yes.
And now Mozambique team want to sign us. We have to introduce who we are. And after we introduce who we are, this police will start looking for us. And that was a mistake. Because when Ali Hassan read the newspaper in Mozambique, he say, who write this? I say, it's a club. He say, hey, this guy is supposed to speak to me first. Now he took our passport to go to the embassy.
Right.
To say they must give us a visa.
The club.
They must give us, club must give us a visa while we are inside. And then embassy say, this is very bad. They are already inside the country. It can't be. They must go out and then we can give them and then they come in with the... There it was opportunity for us. But for Ali Hassan, it was bad. We tell Ali Hassan, what? We don't want to put you in trouble. Because if they find out we are star and we'll be coming in with these Tanzania documents and here passport Burundi, bruh, you'll be in problem because you're the one who helped us. Let us go out, Ali. And then you organize visa. We go to the embassy of Mozambique and Swaziland. We get a visa and we come back to you. That's what happened now. Listen to this. We did not run away from him. This is what happened. Issue became there. We read in the media. If we pass in the... Dois jogadores burundi. Como está, amigo? Tá bom? Joga Mashakeni. I say, yeah. Joga Mashakeni. Oh, welcome. They tell us, welcome. So we become so obvious. You're gonna interview me now. We say, guys, Ali Hassan said that is a good idea. So he spoke to those Indian brothers. Say, listen, I will transport this boy to Swaziland. I will make sure they cross in Swaziland. But you guys organize me a visa for them to the embassy of Swaziland. They must get a visa. They stamp our passport visa for Swaziland in Mozambique without not entrance visa. You see, that's how lucky we had. That time, you know,
yeah, you can maneuver.
Yes, maneuver. Yes. Because they need us. We are in trouble. They want to help us. We are refugees. Yeah, it was so much story.
Jeez.
They stamp us 6-month visa. We went to Swaziland so that we can get now genuine visa with our Burundian passport to come into Mozambique and now to play football. The moment we land in Swaziland, these our former players also they are with us. Habimana Amani Mandela, top player in Burundi. Their dad as a squad, we beat Guinea. Immediately when we land in Swaziland, the next morning we were in the clubs. We were training with me, I train with Ubombo Flyers, that's the team I play for. Okay. But we all play for 11 men in flight. Kiza Songoro, he was an Amazulu captain also, he's in America now. You used to hear they call him Kiza Amasi, he was playing Swaziland. Yeah, Ilali Shaban was a former captain of Swallows, he was also in Swaziland. He was playing for Young Buffalo, which was a team of the military base in Swaziland. Morki Hussein, he was playing for Rhinos. Rhinos was a team of King Mswati brother, Mfana Sibili.
Okay.
Yeah, those were the prince of Swaziland. I'm telling you about that time. We were received by the top dogs in those countries.
Right.
Yeah, because we were top players also that time.
Yes.
And people who were running football that time was the top people. So like 11 men in flight, it was run by Moses Monsa. Moses Monsa was one of the top rich men in Swaziland, like Motsepe, as we call Motsepe. Yeah, that was Moses Monsa.
Right.
Yeah, so it was the owner of 11 men in flight, which was like a Sundowns of there.
But
so,
now what's the link between, I mean, Swaziland is our neighbor, South Africa, but why so many South African soccer players were playing in Swaziland? What's the link there at that time?
No, at that time, I think it was because they were getting a easy opportunity. Yeah, there was an easy opportunity also that side.
Or maybe to even go overseas from
yes,
Swaziland.
Because we have a group which, to travel from overseas from South Africa, it was very difficult to leave the country as also.
Yes, during
apartheid.
That's right.
That time to leave out of the country to go out abroad, it was not easy. It was very tough. But in other countries, Swaziland, Mozambique, it was easy.
Right.
Because even some of the Burundian players like Mandela Abimana, Kilauli, Juma Mkambi, I've got about Minko Michel, I've got about 5 to 6 players from Burundi who fly from Swaziland into Belgium straight. Yeah. So those ones, they never come to South Africa.
Right.
They went straight that side. So Said Shaban came here. Okay, Ngamajile came here. Ilali Shaban came to South Africa. So that's how we came down. As to come and join who? Eme Kitengo was at Cosmos. He was the goalkeeper of Cosmos that time. Okay. We joined now.
But hang on, no. You're still training in Mozambique at these clubs, but then you're playing for this 11 Stars, eh? Or what,
no, that time when they were trying to, when the management of Mashaken and Ali, who was as our agent, they spoke about signing us. It became the issue of how they came into the country. So we came with Tanzanian documents.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying that now you're in Swaziland now,
yes.
and now your friends received you.
Yes. So we start training.
Now you start training in the clubs now.
We start training in the club
yes,
now.
Yes.
So we spec ourselves.
That's right.
Myself, I was training with 11 men in flight before I got the club because the guys who received me is Kiza Songoro and Habimana Amani Mandela. So they were top players there. I stayed by them in that club. Morki and Ilali. Ilali was in army. So he received Morki there.
Okay.
Yeah, he received Morki there. Tofiki also, he went to Mbabane Islander. There was a guy called Hussein Kindabare also. He was playing for Mbabane Islander.
Okay.
So the way they accommodate us, you're going to sleep by Charles. The way we sleep by Dososo, and that's how we accommodate each other to go for the practice.
Right.
That's how it was. So we managed there. But Obama Flyers couldn't sign me. But 11 men in flight, he couldn't sign me. But they were already have enough foreigner. They were Zambian player, they were Burundian player, so they didn't have a place for a foreigner. But now, Ubombo Flyers, which is a sugarcane company, which is in Swaziland,
yes,
the club, they signed me. And I became the player for them now. I found out a Zambian player there. So they signed me from 11-minute flight because as I trained there, there's some rumor going, hey, there's a new player there, but he doesn't have a club. So Moses Monsa is a good guy. He admired those foreigners, what they're doing to him. He spoke to the boss of Ubombo Flyers. I've got another foreigner as a good player, can help you. He sent me there.
Okay.
I signed for Ubombo. That's how Ubombo Flyers, he became one of the team which I joined in 1995.
Yeah,
1995, I put Ubombo Flyers in my CV as a team which I started playing now officially.
Right,
so I signed there, I got a house, I got salary, and also Bombo Orki, they got accommodated there. So we all like set,
okay.
We phoned Ali Hassan. We say, Ali, we are sorry, but we would love you to come and visit us. We have something we owe you. Any day, anytime we have a chance, come and visit us in Swaziland. We found that it's better because that issue of coming back there, it was difficult, man. He said, it's okay, guys. I'm happy to see you guys. You found yourself. And he did come to visit us in Swaziland after 1 year. Well, after maybe 1 month or 2 months, he came to visit us.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Okay.
So me, I played there only 6 months. It was the second round up to the end of the season. And I see, no, man, there's friends of mine went to Eme Kitengo was close to me because we were in the national team. So I could communicate with him every time. Said Shabani, He was my captain of Inter FC. When we signed Inter FC, when they promote us, him was the captain.
Okay.
So them, they ran away because they realized they were elder, experienced player. So they could see the tension of the war before us. So that's why they went early before us. But we, because we're still excited to be in the Premier League, so we hang around at home. So they, young boy, you are here. I mean, come. What are you doing now? Hey, I came to look for life. So that we leave Swaziland after 6 months. All of us to look for the better. We already get a newspaper from Swaziland, Saleh Amisi. I said, no, this is a CV already. I'll show it in South Africa. They'll understand. But while I came to South Africa, I jumped the border.
Right.
I jumped the border.
So, okay. You left Swaziland
after 6 months.
After 6 months.
Playing as a Burundian.
Right.
With Burundian passport, have a visa. But now, how am I going to get South African visa? It was not easy. If you apply South African visa at that time, it was not easy for you to get it. And that time the offices, it was, you know, a lot of things they'll ask you. I can't introduce. I don't have a bank account in Swaziland first. We are getting paid cash. Because as a refugee also, taking you, like I'm from the Burundi and there's a war. But we make money. From there I say, here there's nothing. I'm not doing here. They say, Mr. Miss, there's no way here. We come to South Africa, that's where they pay good. And there's opportunity to go to overseas here. Hey, when we hear that, I'm telling you, we claim the mountain. There's a mountain in Swaziland. When you claim that mountain from Ubombo, when you just reach on top of the mountain, you are in South Africa. You are in a place where they call Mangusi. You come out in Mangusi.
Is that on the KZN
side? The site, yeah.
Right.
I came from there. Site of Mzimkulu, something like that. When I'm top like this, I see the roads. A little bit thief. Police there with us. Where you guys come from with these bags? We still come from Swaziland. Who are you? We are refugees. Because we knew in South Africa, they are receiving refugees.
Okay.
Because then the police, what they did, they saw us standing there and they say, you guys, you must come from over the border there. We say, yes, there's nothing we can lie, sir. We come from that side. We're in Swaziland, but as a refugee, we don't have any way to go. Yeah, so we decided to come to South Africa for safety. Yeah, because we're from Burundi. Okay, it's not they put us in the transport. They took us on the other side of the road where it's safe from where you go. That place they knew because they're patrolling. If they just see someone come from there with a small bag,
they know. Okay, so you guys are not the first ones.
No, we're not the first one. We knew about that, and then they pick us out. They took us to the camp. There's a camp there for the army, and then they put us in that camp there, and then the captain of the camp came. And then they introduced him to us. We're so many people. I can find about other 12 people from different places, from Congo, from where.
As a group?
As a group now. They took us there one time. Because I think that time police couldn't have anything to do. That the soldiers who could understand those situations, like as you say, because that time many soldiers, African soldiers, they were involved outside. They knew about that story. Yes. So police, they couldn't know about that story. You know, explain to them about where you're coming from. Yeah, they couldn't know. That soldier captain, he came, he speaks Swahili, he speaks Lingala, he speaks French, he speaks all the language. And that soldier asked us, interview us, where from this? We're from Angola, where from Burundi. So what you guys, okay, all of you guys come from the whole country. I know. Which side of Burundi? They interview us, then they came. And then they brought a car, like those, the back, like this back for the correction service.
Oh, with the grill and all that on the side.
Yes,
right.
The captain phoned somewhere and they brought that car. He said, transport these people, take them to Durban, downtown CBD. He said to us, all of you guys, tomorrow morning, you must be at the immigration in Durban. You must go and report yourself. So they gave us small papers to show if they are aware of us.
Okay,
captain at the
right,
camp. Yeah,
right.
because we must show which point of entry. That time
yes.
it was nice, man. There was no, we came with those papers. When we get to Durban, that driver just tell us, hey, this is Durban. He drove us by corner of West Street and Simi Street. He said, this time is late, immigration is closed. So I have no time. This place is safe. You guys must stay here. Immigration is not far. You ask people, they'll show you down there. That big house, that's where immigration is. We say, this guy, he said, that's a refugee immigration. We say, no guys, let's just go and stand there by that place, by refugee place. we soak ourselves. That's the first time I stay outside in my life. From day to night and day, another morning. Sitting down outside,
and
yeah.
just outside. How did you feel?
I was caught
at
up
that time?
Street and West Street. I feel very frustrated because why? My mother doesn't know where I am now. About a week, 2 weeks, they never called them. They don't know what's going on. This guy, where is he? But we are traveling, trying to hustle again. Guys in Swaziland, they never come even visit you. Never say bye to all of them because you just have to make sure you in first and then you, guys, this is what happened.
Right.
That's how it was happening.
Oh, so you don't even tell the guys, hey,
No.
listen, the plan is tomorrow we are.
No. Everybody planned for you to see what we have, and I know I must continue my journey. Because that time we will not decide where must I settle. You see, the passport is almost expiring now. Hey, how are you going to phone someone there? You know, Swaziland is a little bit small country also. We check the time of development that time. It was still also. No, guys, we need to go close where a place is developed. That's how we enter there. That guy left us there by the immigration. We stayed there. There by Deben, we sit there, they give us a permit. It's a temporal permit, which they extend it every 2 months, they extend it. You go for the interview. You must go first for interview. After interview, now they tell, okay, you are qualified.
It's not at immigration.
Immigration now. But me, they gave me a paper immediately. Others guys, they will give us service. Was very good at that time. I stay in Deben. 95 now, going to 96 now.
Do you know anyone in Durban at this time?
That time I do not know anybody. And then at the immigration there, you start meeting people.
From back
Burundi,
home?
Yeah. Someone from Tanzania. Hey, I'm from Burundi. Hey, there's one guy so he stayed there. Hey, you know that salon there is a Burundian. You know that place there is a Burundian. Okay. From the immigration to the salon. I meet one of my friends, name is Hashim. Hashim, are you here? He says, Saleh, I'm here. Me, I've got small salon here. I'm with Obedi. So that time, look, there was a war of Tutsi and Hutu in Burundi. But when we all ran out, we became friends again. Because this war, it was not concerning about us as a civilian citizens. It was about politicians. Yeah, and the Western influence. Because the Western influence from the French and the Belgium, the one they came to manage this thing of Hutu and Tutsi, we did not have those kind of things in us. We're all one Burundians. And where do we see why they failed the war at home in Burundi, the Western? It's because we, as a Burundian citizen, we do not know if there's. We couldn't differentiate each other. Say you are Tutsi and Hutu. No, we used to live together.
Right.
Until that tribalism come from the Western to force our politicians to tell you are not this. You and Saleh, Charles and Saleh, you are not the same people. No, Charles is so, Saleh, you are so.
Well, that's what and sometimes people don't understand the impact that colonialism has done.
The colonialism, they destroy us.
To the people. You say that in our experience as a country, you've got the Xhosas, which are separated in the Eastern Cape.
Imagine.
You've got the Zulus in the KZN. You've got the vendors up there. You've got the, and so the Sutus there, and they're all in the little camps. All in the little camps.
Like as you say,
the Bantustan.
Charlie, 100%. It's like I may ask you, like as you say, I must ask you some question. Max, have you ever interviewed a white man telling me in Germany which kind of ethnic you coming from? You ever say white man telling me I'm from Belgium, I'm a Buru, I'm a Hulubu, or an Hudu? They don't talk like that. They all one. But when they came to us, they want to identify us.
Separate.
Why they don't come from Africa?
Divide and rule.
They divide us because our great-grandfather, they could obey them like our God. Listen to them. So is this our generation will start to see the reality what's happening in this world?
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
Sometimes I question, I first white people sometimes because I play with them. Me, I don't fear white men. I talk to him like a friend. When I talk to them, sometimes I give them question and they fear and they disappear from me. You see? Because I say that's a wrong influence from your grandfather. Some of the white people will tell me, no, it's my grandfather influence. I don't do that. I'm against that. Can you see? Because some of the white, our generation, they do understand very well if there's nothing like that can happen. Unless them they were coming because why? They come for a material which is in Africa. So for them to get that material they must make sure there's a fight between me and you. So then there's no focus on our material. They can concentrate on what they want to do.
They distract the people while they rape and pillage the country.
This is the same distraction is going on until today, now 2024. They think people are blind. No. Like what Bomale say, you can fool some people sometime, but you'll never fool all the people all the time. There's a time someone will see the reality now. And when that truth comes, you as my queen, my king, you start now. You don't know where to run now.
Right.
Because now I'm seeing you now. Oh, it's you now. The reality came out. They cut our grandfather's hands in Congo. We did not know that. You see, they cut their hands
Airport,
just for
yes.
you to take a coltar and take a diamond.
Yeah.
Why couldn't let them dig for you and you take whatever you want to take? But they cut them hands if you refuse. They discriminate. They discharge you.
What the Belgians
They
have
did in
done
Congo.
in the continent,
Well,
Congo,
Mali,
Mali, but more recent in terms of genocide, Congo. You look at Rwanda.
Yes.
The Belgians were very much integral.
Today, people are
into
talking
that
about
Rwandan-
Hutus. They make a genocide in Rwanda. I disagree. How can you call it Hutus? They make a genocide in Rwanda. Who came to blow that aeroplane for Habyarimana? It was the French people. It's a French mercenary who blew that aeroplane. No soldiers of Rwanda who blew that aeroplane. It's well known. They were killed, some of the French people in Rwanda. We know the whole story. But they want to come and hide. Who are you hiding? You come and do wrong things in my house and expect me to not see what you did. This is a mistake the Western they did. And they continue to do that because they think like we'll be Mr. Yes to them.
No,
so things are changing.
The times are changing.
Times are changing.
So you've met your friends now at the salon.
So I met my friend at the salon and that Hashim says, Sal, no, relax here. We'll go to home together. We said, Sal, here, you play football. He know me straight. I say, but it's not easy. He said, but Sally, you don't have anything to show. I say, hey, I play in Swaziland. I show him my newspapers. Sally, relax. We always practice by West Street and corner of Simi Street every Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
While we did not know, while we practice there by the corner of Simi Street and West Street, there are some scouts for Chiefs, for Pirates, for Sundowns, go around.
Just going around and watching,
people.
Right.
So there was a church there, if you know Durban very well. There's a church is in the corner of Simi Street and West Street.
Okay.
That corner is the agents of Kaiser Chiefs. They scout player for Chiefs and they send it to Chiefs in Johannesburg.
Oh, now you've blown the lid. Now all the kids now gonna go to to hang out there in the church.
What happened? I was playing on Sunday, playing the game there. After maybe a month, I'm staying in Durban. My friend, they will look at me, they give me a place to stay. I meet a lot of Burundians now there.
Okay.
There was no soccer player who played there from Burundi, but there was Congolese player who played in Amazulu. Yeah, there were some guys from Congo, they were playing for Amazulu, but I was not very close with them. And I asked my guy, how am I manage to get a team? Saleh is not easier, but keep yourself fit. My friend, they say, Saleh, no, man, you have to join us, man. You must come to get security company so you can have money, man. You have got your mother there, your siblings, they're waiting for you. You can't be waiting for the football club. We are going to work, man. We leave you. I say, guys, go to work. Me, I believe this is my work. I go to Durban. When my friend go to work, me, I go run by the beach. I go and run. When I finish to run, I go to knock my friend for the salon, Hashim. You buy me milk. You buy me something to eat. He says, Saleh, don't worry. Your time is going to come. So I found one of the guy, which my father married to have his family. That guy, I used to call him Uncle Robert. He's here also. He bought a house already in Durban South. What is this? Belleville South.
Okay, right.
He bought a house there. He's here also. I met him in Durban. I said, Uncle, you are here? I said, Saleh, I heard about you. I said, yes, I'm here. Where are you staying? I said, I'm by Hashim. He said, no. Tomorrow come and stay by me. I moved to Montrose. Well-known place.
Okay.
Hotel Montrose in Pont Roads.
Okay.
In Durban.
Okay.
Now I become now in CBD there. Every morning I wake up, I'm there. Start connecting with people.
This is now 96.
96 early now.
All right.
96 early up to 96 April, June. I got scouted by that office from the church. One guy came telling me, hello, you're a good player, man. We watch you here for about 3 weeks. You are playing here by this place. Because that park where we used to play is next to the beach, next to the harbor.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you come from West Street and corner of West Street, you can see go easy there. So it's close. So they could come around and check. So, he said, we want to see you. I said, where? You must come to the church, this place. I say, I know the church. Under the bridge, yes, I know. Corner of West Street and Smith Street. I say, yes, I know the church. Next to the graveyard. Okay, I told it to my uncle, man. Someone saw me playing there Sunday. He said, I must go to this place. He said, hey, Saleh, no. South Africa is very dangerous. You can't just go like that. You don't know where you're going. I'll go with you. I said, but uncle, you have to go to work. He said, no, Saleh. Now the family there, they already know I'm with you. I'll make sure I see where you're going.
Right.
I said, okay, so we'll go together. He said, okay, we went together.
But tell me, before we get there, what kept you going in terms of to say, no, you go to work, I'll go train, I'll go run, I'll have that belief that something. What kept you going?
You see, what motivated? What motivated me was what Charles. Charles, when I get to Durban, I found most of the guys I see them there. I never find any current player or former player which I knew in Burundi who's doing what I was doing. Most of them I left them in Swaziland, playing there, and then I came now me alone to come and play this side. So in Durban, I never find them. But in Joburg, they are there. So I was having that positive mind, like if I connect in Joburg, I'll meet Eme, I'll meet Kilali, and then something for me to happen.
Right. So you must keep yourself fit, so
I must
you're
keep
ready.
myself fit, so I'm ready. So when I perform those Sunday leagues there, that's why they say, I always tell also my players, when you play football, you never knew who's watching you. Even you play on the street, do your best, because you don't know who's watching you.
Right.
In anything you know, do better. I just perform. I perform. When I play Sunday there, everybody's happy with me. That guy saw me, he's a Zulu guy. He went to report by the office there by Chiefs. They came to look for me, right the next week. And that's how they took me. I went with my uncle now that other day, when they call him, I must go to the office.
Yes.
I went with my uncle there. I see him. Because what kept me, I was so positive. I could go to the beach to practice. I know they're waking all of them. I'll get food. I'll get something to drink. I can't struggle because they're all my friends. And to me to them, it's like they're seeing a role model. They're seeing L'Oreal, right. They're seeing a star. But this star is still looking for his way. So some they try to tell me, Coach Saleh, Brother Saleh, we don't want you to struggle, man. Just try to make something so we can make money. I say, no, I'll do it. But if things not going as I want, let me first make a plan. Okay, no problem, Saleh. We're going to support you, Brother Saleh. Pass to my salon, I'll give you something. Hey, come to my work there, you know?
Nice.
So I become like that. I survive through their hands. That's why I'm more with my people. You see me, I'm almost five. I'm not that star who stay away from my people. Those boys, they know me. I'm very... Nobody's my friend, that Clement. They know.
How did I meet you? That's how I met you.
I have to put myself low
to
those people because they're the one they made at me. They feed me, they supported me. The moment I went there with my brother, Jomba Roberts, those people, they say, we'll take your cousin, your nephew, to Joburg. But you hold us responsible if we don't find him. We send him to Kaiser Chiefs. We are the agent of Kaiser Chiefs. And it's true, they have the office, Kaiser Chiefs, everything. And they phone who? They phone...
The big man,
They phone Raida Mufukeng, we passed away. You know Raida Mufukeng?
I've heard of him. I don't know.
Raida Mufukeng was one of the best players in this country. That old man, Raida Mufukeng, I don't know if he's still alive, but I heard but he passed away, man.
I've heard of him. I've definitely heard of him.
Because
it was doing development.
Yes,
development.
He was one of the best person. That guy, they found Raida Mufukeng and other guys. I don't know what is his name. They said they must come and pick me up in Wanderers. Those guys, they pay a ticket for me with the bus to move from Durban, Intercape, into Joburg. I don't know nobody in Joburg. I don't know if those people going to receive me. But all of a sudden, I just see a family came and they picked me up there by the rank. They say, we'll take you to Kaiser Chiefs. You understand?
This is Raida now, Raida Mufukeng now.
Raida came to look for me, Raida couldn't find me. But other family which they contact from Chiefs send one of his uncle to come and look for me.
Okay.
That second contact, he got me. Raida phoned them there, say, hey, that guy told me to go and see. I never see him. Maybe I will see him at the practice, but I did not get him. So this other family came to fetch me. He sent his uncle. He was not the main guy from Chiefs supporters or contacts who would come and fetch me. So he said, uncle, if you're in town, go to the poster, please, before you go back to Soweto, go to Wanderer. This boy look like this, but small dreadlocks like this. He's from Burundi. Pick him up for me. I'll come and fetch him by your place. So that old man, his name is Mr. Jame. He passed away also.
Mr. Jame.
Yeah, his children now, they are police in Pretoria, big police.
Oh, fantastic.
Baba Jame passed away. When I got married, he came to my marriage also even in Joburg. That's it. That's before. This Baba Jame came with, I remember Toyota Camry still coming out. This man, he look at me and say, is you from Burundi? I say, yes, it's me. Wow, I drive too much looking for you. I say, yes, it's me. A soccer player? I say, yes. Okay, he told his friend to give me a chance, put my bag in. I did not know where they're taking me. From Wanderers, I was taken into Soweto, the Proof Zone 1, by this old man house. So this boy now who's the representative for Kaiser Chiefs, he came to see me now by this man, Baba Rame. Now Kaiser Chiefs they are busy communicating with that office in Durban. There's a player we sent there. Did you guys see him? Kaiser Chiefs never see me. They look for me until they decide to keep quiet. They said they don't get me.
So they thought they lost you now?
They thought they lost me. Wow. Now, my uncle then, Durban, he was not yet go and worry those people yet. He was waiting for me to call him. So then, so I didn't have a phone, I didn't have anything, I didn't know even the number in the head. It's okay, I'll disappear. That old man says, Saleh, after a week, he said, you know what? He have a children, big boys. Now they are
Who
police
are
today.
the police now?
Yeah, who are the police
Yeah,
now. That Mr. Babatlam had a big house. Even Tulani was his son, he's a big man. He got the big children. Big children older than me. So they say, Saleh, don't worry, you play football. Baba, I say you're a good player. Someone, our cousin, he say, must come and fetch you. He will come and pick you up to take you to Chiefs for trial. I say, okay. That guy came to pick me up, to take me for Chiefs trial. That's where I met Ryder Mufukeng. When they took me to trial from the proof zone 1, that old man was not one. That old man was a Sundowns.
Okay.
He was a Sundowns supporter.
Right.
And his first son, he was a big member of Sundowns.
Okay.
That time, Ted Dumitru was a coach at Sundowns. And who was the owner? Natasha Tiklas
Natasha
and his
Tiklas,
family.
and yes, the Tiklas family.
That was 96 now, middle 96.
Who were the players that time in South
That time,
Africa?
Daniel Mudau,
Dan-
they were both Roger Fetumba, they were all these. They were top players.
Yeah.
Yes, I meet top players, all these top players.
And in Chiefs now,
Chiefs,
there is
Neil Tovi, Boko, Dr.
Kumalo,
So when they took me for trial,
Daung
they
and-
never take me in the first team.
Uh-huh.
They take me to this trial where they invite everybody, and then we all go and play there. That's why they took me. And me, I was angry when I get there first.
How old are you now?
That was about 20-something now, 21, I think. I was coming
Okay.
21, yes.
Okay.
What's 96? I'm 21, 22, something like that there. Yes. It was 96 now. 20-something.
Right, 96, yeah,
I remember
yeah.
I was not even having a beer. I've seen some pictures I can show you.
Right.
I say to that old man, I say, no, man. I can't play this, man. Because now I see my standard. No, man. See too much children and things doesn't give sense. Now, that old man managed to see Ryder Mufukeng. He said, Ryder, come. S. Koleni was still there. He passed away also. S. Koleni.
No, I don't know.
There was the S. Kuse.
Yeah, I know S. Kuse.
And there was the S. Koleni. S. Koleni was the main one. He was it's a generation of Bo Jomo Sono.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the one they were running Chiefs. That's why Chiefs was a good player at that time. I will tell you why you see our football is going down. That was the
Right.
reason why. So they were top guys. They were all former legends running those development.
Right.
So that old man introduced me to Ryder. He said, Ryder, this is the player who's supposed to go and fetch at the Wanderers last 2 weeks. Yes. So Ryder fall straight from the field there in Deben. Because my cousin was already go there. Tell them, how's my nephew?
Oh,
They
and
said
they
to him,
keep quiet.
They keep quiet.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me anything. They said, but we're going to get information for him. Maybe he's busy with the training. He said, I'll come next week. Don't tell me my nephew's not available. Hey, guys, you guys, I know he perform a lot. He always tell me that even until today in the old age. So they told him, no, come next week, we'll go get his information. They Ryder phone straight. He say, hello, hey, papa. Oh, Ryder, thank you so much. Oh, the uncle of that guy, he comes every day, he cries, say, why we did. Yo, thanks so much, Ryder, thanks so much. Mr. Miss with you. He say, Amisi is here, I've got small dreadlocks. It's him.
Right.
And I was being my voice. They gave me to speak to that mama. There's a big lady. She's a boss of chief supporter
at the church.
She's
Right.
the one, the black lady.
Right.
Yeah, she's the boss of the chief supporters. She told me, okay, I'm happy. Ryder, please, that boy is a good player. Don't let that boy go. When we were doing those trials, I played as exercising. I was looking superior, man. And then Ryder pulled me outside. He tell that old man, I'll come and fetch Saleh by your place. I'll take him to the first team. Ryder, he did not come. Ryder, I don't know if he was lost communication with those old men, or I don't know if that old man and his son, they're the one that just tried to cut communication, they want to take me to Sundowns. I just see after 1 week, they take me to Sundowns.
Hey.
Yeah, in George Koch. I was in Sundowns in George Koch. Me inside there, training inside there. I trained with Sundowns with Daniel Modao, Olbora, Roger Fetumba, Rafael Chuku.
Hey,
Yes, I find
Chuku,
them.
I remember
all of them.
Rafael Chuku,
Yes, I was
the
with two
Chuku
players.
train, eh?
I'm telling you, there's true story, no? I went there in. That old man is sitting on the grandstand. He said, Saleh, show yourself. His son was a top supporter for Sundowns. I went there. I trained with Sundowns. Sundowns likes me. They say, bring him tomorrow again. I trained by Sundowns 3 days. 3 days at Sundowns. So, Coach Ted Dumitru likes me because he could speak a little bit French. Yeah, I could talk to him a little bit. Yeah, he said, you're a good player. Yeah, he tell that my guy was bring him. So now the issue was what? I think issue was between Baba and his son. What they gonna tell Ryder and those guys about me? So I came back to Baba in Soweto, the Proof Zone 1. I sit there. I said, Baba, so how's things going? He said, no, Saleh, don't worry. They said they will come and fetch you here. I said, sure. He said, yes. I said, okay. I wait. I train with my sons. I do my own home training. I sit 2 months. I say, Baba, no. This is
2
much.
months.
2 months. I'm staying there now.
So last time you trained was Sundown. So it was 3 days.
Now it's 3 days.
And then it's quiet
now
for
it's
2
quiet
months.
for 2 months.
Hey.
I say, Baba, you know what? I'm getting stressed. But you know what? Do me a favor, Baba. Take me to where Cosmos train. I want to go and see Eme Kitenge. Baba, he used to like me. He said, I want you to play football, Saleh. Hey, I work in town. I know where Jomo Cosmos train. I'll take you there. Baba took me to Jomo Cosmos. They were training in Rosettenville. He took me there. I met Eme. Eme see me, happy. Eme tell Baba, can you do me a favor? Can let Saleh come and stay with me in downtown? Because if he's downtown, I'll get a team for him. But if you're there, it will be difficult. I can't afford to come to Soweto. I'm staying in your ville. It's too far. Baba say, Eme, if you can look after him, no problem. I'll bring Saleh tomorrow with all his kids. Eme say, Baba, thank you so much. Listen that. That was my first, meeting a Burundian who was in the industry which I'm doing. In the national team. Who, I look at me like this, I say, his wife also, she was here, and she's from Burundi. He was playing here before us, because when Cosmos play against Prince Louis eliminate Cosmos in the Champions Club. That's when Jomo Sono recruit them. It was Eme Kitenge and Majidi.
They were playing for Eme.
They were playing for Cosmos here.
No, but when
They
you
were in
recruit
Burundi.
them, they were playing
they play for Burundi, Prince Louis. And then they play against Jomo Cosmos in the club champions. That's how Jomo see them. Jomo recruit them. So they came here in 93 before us.
Jomo's good. Jomo.
That's the father. That's the father of football, man, in this time. He's the father of football. If we could have two Jomo Sono to motivate South African players, today we could have another players. We don't have even one player playing abroad now. Only one Tao is playing in Egypt. Other small boy I don't know is playing way in overseas. Recently they won in Romania. They won the league. You know why? We have no any more scouts who can take our players abroad. That style of development is no longer there. Jomo was very sharp. Jomo, you could run a club, you could run development. Through that development, sending the players abroad. Who gave old boy Mark Fishy? Who sent them to overseas?
That's what I'm saying. All these guys that come from Jomo Cosmos, a lot of the guys.
Some of the club you play in for Super Sport or Swallows. If you want to go to overseas, you must connect to Jomo. See, so that's
because he's got the contacts. He knows the people up there.
We have to upgrade and update our talents. You understand? You can't just keep them locally. To get that different, it's nice.
Yes, exposure, different competition, and different ways of practicing and playing. So now you're at Cosmos, and now right?
No, at Cosmos I meet Eme, talk to him. Eme introduced me to Jomo. Jomo said, "It's my next player, this one." I say, "Yes, if there's possibility, I'll come here." Eme said, "No, Jomo, there's a lot of foreigners there, Saleh. You will keep you out there. You can play the league." I say, "Okay, what must I do?" I say, "Eme, you know what? There's a guy I met when I went to Ryder by the trial. His name is Farouk Khan. I met that guy, and that guy spoke to me, and he asked me, "Are you Muslim?" I say, "Yes, I'm Muslim." He asked me, I say, "I stay in the proof zone 1. But that time, Farouk, he was not in Chiefs. He was at the School of Excellence. Okay. He was working for Transnet. He was a director of youth development at the Transnet, which you call School of Excellence, which was only the best school South Africa used to have.
I remember
in development.
All those guys about Jabupule, all those guys come from the. Okay.
I'm going there.
Okay.
So, Eme, he said to me, "Saleh, Farouk, I know him. I know where they train. They train in Max Park." "Hey, Max Park, you know where Transnet Development train?" I say, "I know," because he gave me the number. And he said, "Please, contact me." When I went to Baba in Soweto, I said, "Baba, take me to Eme now." To the next day, Baba took me to Eme. I hugged the family in Soweto. They were so nice with me. Almost 3 months I lived with them. I said, "Baba."
And you live with them, they're not charging you anything.
After free, we eat same table.
Everything.
Papa, same table. That time I never knew. I don't even these things for xenophobia we come from.
Fantastic.
I don't know. I was playing this Soweto tournament.
Small little tournaments, yeah, on the ground, on the hard ground.
They call it about the league is off. We play both tiki, Botabo Moki in White City. Those tournaments you hear for the all ex-professional, they come there, we play.
Okay.
When it's off season.
Right.
I play all those tournaments. So Baba took me by Eme in Yorville. Eme stayed in 2-bedroom, and his wife and daughter. And that his brother was in Gabon, Debo Kitenge.
Yes.
He was coming to South Africa for knee operation.
Okay.
And his contract was finishing in Gabon. So he was staying in another room also. So me now, I slept on the lounge that first night. And the second night, I said, "No, Eme, take me to Farouk." Eme says, "Saleh, don't worry, we are training today. I want to ask for permission by Jomo so I can take to Farouk so we can talk to him and I can introduce you, so I don't want you to get lost here. Joe Beck is dangerous. I said, okay. I went to practice. When he came back, he said, Saleh, come in the car. When the Monza, old Monza,
Opel Monza, yeah. That was nice color, like a blue color.
One, like
this
one,
one,
yeah. Nice music. He took me to Max Park. For the first time I see now the white area. I said, wow. I look at the facility. I say, yeah. I say, me Saleh Amisi put my foot in that pitch.
Needs to put your foot
I said, they'll never let me go out of here. If they allowed me to go in that pitch, this facility I'm seeing, so now I'm seeing the beautiful facilities. I say, Max Park. That time you remember the facility still out of
good. Yeah, well taken care of.
Plus, I look at the grass, it's smelling. I say, yeah, I'll play football. MF phone Farouk. Farouk came. He see me. He said, Mr. Amisi, how are you? You here? I say, I'm here. Yeah, I saw you that day for the trial by Chiefs, but I see you're a good player. I know your standard is not for there. I say, no, that's not my standard. He said, no, Chiefs, they're looking for me. But there's still something they have to sort out. That's why Chiefs was trying to do some joint organization with Frau University for them to open now a development.
Okay.
Understand? So Paul Doleza was a coach at Kaiser Chiefs at that time.
Okay.
Now that was 96 and now we are going there. Farouk said, no, I'll give you a house in Mayfair, which is in Forsberg. And then I met this, my wife who's with me today as my girlfriend.
Because Forsberg also is a very Muslim
in Brixton, yes.
area.
Yeah, in Plaza.
That's right.
That's where I was. Farouk gave me 2 bedrooms. He said, Mr. Amisi, stay here. I see you as a good player. Me, I'm good in youth. You know, I started in Brazil 1992 to 1994. I went back 94 to 1996. So it's the person who started coaching. For the first time I met a person who tell me he started coaching over years. And I say, I salute you. You are the really one I want to meet. Yeah, not these manga coaches. You say you started 2 weeks, you say a coach. 1 month, you say a coach. I say, Farouk, what can you do for me? He said, Mr. Amisi, I want you to be in my academy. This development I have here, he was the head of youth of development in football at Transnet.
Transnet,
His office was that Transnet office in Braamfontein.
Okay.
That was Farouk's office. So he used to take me there with him, tell me about the football issue. He said, Saleh, I can't let you stay inside the school because this school is sponsored by the government. Transnet is government. So they don't ask how to, but if to support foreigner players. We have to support local players. But as Muslim and a human being, to see a talent like you and just let it go like this,
sure,
I'll do something for you. You'll stay by my house. So I stay by his house, but when you go to practice, I go with him to go and train by Transnet, there by Max Park. But now that's why I met Stephen Pinar. That's why I see Bodalen Shepati, who's a coach today at Chiefs.
Right.
Stephen Pinar, who's our top player today, hero, the legends. I met some of them, they passed away, best players we lost during the way there. There were a lot of players come from School of Excellence. I bet also Lecolea was there also.
Steve.
Farouk told me, you are old, but you boys. But from there, when he never take him, he went to Pirate immediately.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, man. Farouk said, Saleh, you know, yeah, you are old, but I don't want you to tackle a lot of these boys. But what you want to be doing for me? Because School of Excellence, when they come to Max Park, they've got a 1, 2, 3. We have a 4 pitch. So those 4 pitch, we use them for practice. Under 15, under 17, and under 20.
Right.
So Farouk used to be ahead of everything. So me, they put me in under 20 to play with the senior players. But when it come to warm up, I'm the one who warm up all the groups because I was the elder one. So introduce me to the team. He said, but these guys will be training with us, but I'll be using him sometime. But I can tell the coaches to focus to the youth. Me, I'll be dealing with this one. Sometime when you practice now, 11 versus 11, you'll use me on the other big side to give them some directions. So I play. That's how I keep myself fit.
Okay.
Until the day when School of Excellence became a little bit weak now. Transnet pull out. The players, some of the players, they move out of that play where they were staying that side on their houses for Transnet. So Farouk was recruited now by Kaiser Chiefs and Rao. They wanted Farouk. They wanted that head because Farouk was a top in terms of developing.
And he's got experience from development from the Transnet.
Yes. That's when now most of the players from Transnet School of Excellence, they start going. Some they went to Super Sport. Some they came to Ajax Cape Town. That's both Stephen Pinar, Bo, Dalen Shepati, and who? This boy, Sean Potiter. Potiter was a very good player also, like a Stephen Pinar.
Okay.
There were 2 when we were using the Newland Stadium. It was a Sean Potiter and Stephen Pinar.
Really? But he never...
He's a coach now. He's coaching, I think, somewhere in PE. I think also he's starting to do by coaching. So all those development, it was this.
All over the right.
When Farouk moved to Rao, he was still with me. So he couldn't include me to those academy officially because they were not allowed to involve
foreigners,
Yes.
right?
Even Rao
even
also,
within Chiefs, the Chiefs
even
Rao.
Chiefs Rao, it was only special for the South African citizens. So, but now the one goalkeeper from Gabon, and there was a me also from Burundi with experience, and Farouk knew us from Transnet. So he couldn't leave us. He said, no, I have to go with you guys. If Chiefs want to be interested for you guys, it will be their benefit. If they are not interested on you guys can continue your career, whatever you want to go, but I will help you to give you guys coaching. You start, it was thing at his cost.
Fantastic.
That man, fantastic man. Say, Saleh, I'll never let the kid to suffer like that. And I'm a Muslim. I'll never allow to see a child suffer in front of my eyes and got a talent. With your story, you don't have a father, come from the war. I say, yes. Farouk said, I'll keep you at my house, but you train at Rao. That's how now that group of Bochabo Pule, Isaac Mabosa, Shanta Kubeka, Junema Chamaike, all the top, and we produced even good player for Bafana Bafana from that time, if you remember.
Right.
So Rao development, he produced best players for Chiefs. It's that generation of Bochabo Pule now. And those ones never play for Chiefs. They're the one they went to Benoni United.
Okay.
Understand?
But Benoni United was still come from the first,
from the first division to the Premier League. You remember?
That's right.
The first year for them in the Premier League, they did very well. If they did very well, it's because they were using the boy which Farouk developed from Transnet to the Rao. So people, they don't know about Farouk, but it's a guy who produced and he played a big role behind a lot of youngsters in this country.
No. If you really know your development soccer, South African history development, Farouk Khan is at the center of that.
When he went to Chiefs, Rao, they listened to him, Kaiser Chiefs. He brought that style of beautiful setup of development from the youth to the elders, from under 10 to the under 20. All ball. Me, I know, I'm a picture can show you. Nkune was a baby, 15. I know Nkune 15 years. I bought a picture can show you. 15 years in development. All ball, this Sapito Balazzi, all this Bonani. I forgot their names, man. There are so many youngsters.
Where have we gone wrong now in South Africa? Because we're not getting these youngsters coming out. Are we getting the youngsters coming out?
You see, that's a problem. You know, we forgot now. We had a very good setup at that time, during 1990s. There were very good setup of development. The many clubs, they could focus in the development. You understand? But now, since Rao and Chiefs went down, all other teams, even Pirates, they could never focus. It was like it's a competition style. If you're doing, I'm doing also.
But wouldn't you argue and say this MDC is development? What's the MDC?
Yes, you see, this MDC,
is that also the same as the Matipe?
That's how I would say. You see, when after the Rao development went off, and then they closed also the interprovincial tournament, because that time in South Africa there used to be SAFA used to do something called interprovincial tournament. That interprovincial tournament used to be every province you interject the youth of 17 years or 14 years who are good. And we host that tournament maybe in Durban or maybe in PE or in Joburg. And then from there, we select a good under 20 player, good under 17 players, and good under 23 players. You can get them from that tournament. Right. So they killed when Transnet went out, because it's Transnet used to sponsor all that. And that was the time when Farouk was there.
Okay.
You see, which was called interprovincial tournament.
Right.
I witnessed that. So that one used to bring a lot of development, good players from the roots.
Right. And then obviously then they go into the School of Excellence.
They go to the School of Excellence.
Now they're in a structured environment.
And then they produce them.
Right.
Yeah. So when Transnet closed, many coaches will tell you, when the Transnet School of Excellence closed, yes, it was only one in the country, but it could produce players. Many things. Because why? Who produce players? Is that intelligence of those coaches. So we lose those coaches. Number one, first, the head man master, Farouk, went to Chiefs. And when he went to Chiefs, Rao Development became the biggest academy in the world. You hear about Rao, Chiefs Rao University, they produce best players. That's when now generation of Bochabo Pule, Shanta Kubeka, Isaac Mabosa, Shoes Rufus Makoti, all those players were coming from that generation. So the problem we have now is because why? We are no longer focusing in development anymore.
Right.
People taking over development is people are owning companies. They are calling let play.
Right.
People are owning company. They already have money to do what they have to do. And now they are creating a team to say this team, they will be focusing them to develop youth.
Right.
But they're not developing those youth because people are employing there. They are non-experienced in this game. They've no, even the qualification coaching they have is, I mean, I don't know how can I describe it for me. Because you can't call someone as a coach, and when you come to tell him, please, can you warm up this player for me, we'll give them so exercise, and give them the general exercise. I want to see the tactical with high intensity. You're not going to see those things. He does not know what to put on the floor for those boys to do.
Right.
Do you understand? This is a problem. So football development, it became now, they twist development into the business.
Are you saying to me that now development is about getting a player, a young player, selling that player? Is that the business you're talking about, or what are you?
No,
what are you
it's
saying?
not that what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be like that. If it could be like that, I could be better, happy like that. Because at least when you develop player and you send him outside, it's better because that player when you go outside, he becomes somebody. You come and represent the country also, which is good for us. But it's no longer like that. It's about now people owning enterprise. People are owning companies.
Okay.
Either electrical company, either construction company. They are starting to make something they say is forming a team aside.
Okay.
Claiming to the government if it's giving back to the youth. You can understand me this? And which they are not doing that. And the government, municipality, they understand to them when they ask for a sponsor for those organizations, they give them money.
Because they're doing something for the
Money
youth.
is going to the people who've got money without doing nothing. You understand? So they tend to what? If you say today in South Africa, we have something we call now, it's obvious now, we call it Sunday League. How can you call it Sunday League? What is Sunday League?
But Sunday League was normally just a fun thing where people with a beer comes, big stomach. It's a fun thing. It's not something to grow.
Now, you go to all facility of practice here in Cape Town. I want you to patrol. If it's not a youth from FC Cape Town or youth of Cape Town Space or youth of Stellenbosch, I'm telling you, it's a Sunday League. Children of 12 years, 15 years, today they've been putting to play only Saturday and Sundays, and you call it a development.
Wow.
This is where we're going wrong, bruh. You drive around the CBD in Cape Town, Saturday and Sunday morning, see how the soccer facility, all the sport facility, they are full. Because why? Those enterprise people, they are claiming, yes, we are running development. Because the mother of this one come with a child, that one come with the child. You are taking that child out of the city on Sunday and Saturday. What about Monday to Friday? What is that boy doing after school?
Because I can tell you now, I mean, I'm fortunate that my son goes to a good school
where they can have,
and he plays rugby.
And
it's Mondays, Wednesdays practice.
Yes.
Friday, sometimes Friday, Saturday definitely a match.
Development, he must practice at least 4 times in a week. A development player, he must be practiced 4 times at least in a week as a professional. That's why I say our rugby is the best in the world. Because why? From the school, they keep them on. Now, what happened to football? You see Interscholar now, they no longer interest. What are they doing? Let me make you laugh. When my daughter started at Rosemead, sometime I'll speak interview with Robert Morawa. We are in the children meetings. Miss Saleh Amisi, I'm talking to Robert Morawa concerning my issue of Fidentia Rangers when they arrest Mr. Atta Brown. All the teacher, the principal, they could see me, I'm an international football player. Some of them, they get even happy. Hey, one of the parents here is an international player. I'm talking on the radio live. They could hear the radio in their cars before the meeting starts. But when they're going to employ someone who can coach the youth there in the school, they just get someone on the street or friend of the teacher, family of the principal.
Yeah, that's nepotism.
You just put someone there for him to get that money. Nepotism. And sometimes I go to mosque, I look at them how they train. You know, it pains me. I say, who's foolishing who here? I just look at them and say, who's foolishing who here? And I know teachers who are there. Sometimes they respect me, they know who I am. But I never speak to them that issue because it's not a problem. It is not their problem. It's the Department of Education. They're the one they have to force that.
Sure.
Yeah, in education, Department of Education, they're the one they must force that. To join with the Minister of Sports. You can't just pick up anybody. Principal can't choose a coach to coach the youth.
Right.
This is what's going around all our schools.
So that's where...
They are not giving qualified people. So what they're giving to those people, I was a Uber driver yesterday. I go to Safa there. I start coaching clinic. I pay my 500 rand. Safa got the money. They give me a license for 1 week. I've been spending there. Now I'm a coach. You go to school, you give the principal, say, hey, tomorrow come and coach our children. What are you going to give to them? Because you couldn't drive Uber, not working nice. You come to become a coach of football. So football here, they've been hijacked. In terms of development, they've been hijacked. That's why you see, Mr. Charles, few former South African international players, they are not involved in our youth here. If I may ask you, like I must ask you, can you give me how many names there in this country that are concentrating in youth today? They're running academy.
I'll be lying.
They are all coaching under clubs. Most of them, they are coaching under clubs. It means you've been told what to do to those youth. Well, the way you're coaching the first team is not the way you coach a development player. It's a 2 things different. This is what Farouk was trying to emphasize to people here in Federation. They could not listen.
fundamentally, what is the difference in terms of the two coaching styles?
You see the difference it is. When you're coaching a top team, Mr. Charles, when you're coaching a top team in the PSL, what's the first vision for them? It is not to develop player. It is not
you must be developed by the time you get there.
When you're there, you are there to produce.
Yes, that's it.
That coach, he want to see you score goal for him. He want to see you defending for him. But he did not teach you how to score. He never teach you how to defend. Because the manager is just telling you verbally, practically, in the pitch, and then he's doing theory on the board. You must play like this. You must do like this. But did you teach me like that?
Mm-hmm. But he's not expecting you to teach you. By the time you must understand the theory. They must understand the tactical things on the board.
Thank you, Charles.
Time to be
now we lost that way. We lost that way.
The understanding.
Our youth now, they are no longer getting that proper development. Because if you check Vodacom, our Vodacom, it's where all the players come from PSL. When they want to retire, they come to retire in Vodacom. In the first division. While Vodacom, Castel, is supposed to be our development structure. That's why we're not supposed to allow any player over 23 to play in a Vodacom. Do you understand my point? We're not supposed to allow any player to play in Vodacom.
Now players are retiring there.
They are retiring there. And then you tell me, when are you going to get this one player to be produced and to come and give a good performance in the top league? Because this player is spent 5 years or 4 years in this ABC Motsepe. They can't even get promoted. They don't get the right practice because they are fighting to get promoted. Because why? They've got a 5 youth who plays and they've got a 4 elder who are retiring, helping them to give them experience. No, don't give them experience. They'll play with those experience one. They'll show them what to do. They'll show them what to do. While you're supposed to coach them and show them what to do. It means there's no coaches. You need a patient. You must teach the boy how to juggle the ball. You must teach the ball how to control the ball. You must teach the ball how to pass the ball. So we are jumping them.
So you're saying that, number one, that there is no identification of the kids at a very young age.
At a young age, it is not there. It's
gone.
I
think that is where it's
gone.
It's important because that's where you address those fundamentals.
That's what we did.
Right. And then those young kids then get funneled into that academies. Then from the academy, then into the PSL teams. That's so right now we're skipping the identification of the child. Right.
And then we are waiting for them to come and join us on top here. When are they going to get there? How are they going to get there, my brother? How are you going to claim the ladder besides me showing you, hey, Charles, you put your hands here and hold it.
But also, Saleh, what that does also is that it brings down the standard of the league.
That's why you see where you are today, 2024. Where is our football standard today, Mr.
It makes
Charles?
sense. It makes sense.
Our national team coach just speak recently when you came from African Cup of Nations. He said in SABC2 Live, people could watch him. He said, if I check player we have present, if I take 2 years to come in the next African Cup of Nations, I am not going to have a player who's under 20 or 21. They are all over 30.
Wow.
Our player, our coach, Bruce, that we have, I phone him and ask him. He said the SABs2, we need to produce player for the next 2 years for Bafana Bafana.
And here we have...
He's busy sitting there in DSTV, watching only DSTV to pick up there. What is supposed to become in the first division or Vodacom, see the youngsters who can... We need 17 years old, we need 18 years old who are sharp. But now, what's happening? Like as I say, the development structure has been killed. That's why people like Bo Farouk Khan, they're running their own academies.
Right.
Is to show them, to show the federation what they can do. And how many players Farouk Khan himself produced in the national team without playing in the league in South Africa? All boy Mema Shango, they never play here. This boy Lutas Nich is playing in overseas, is shining. Lutas Nich under 20, very good. Who produced him? Where did he play? Only Bell tournament under Farouk development. Many players they play for national team. Tike Leranchi only signed 6 months at the Pirates before he sent him to Rosenbeck in Sweden.
But why do you think Farouk hasn't had I mean, I know he did a stint at Chiefs as a coach. Was it under Ted or?
No, he was under Ted. That time Farouk was the head of youth development.
Oh,
under
Ted. How was Ted for the first of all?
Farouk was also assistant to Ted Dumitru. That's why they won the Confederation Cup. You remember when they beat I think Petro Atletico of Angola in Ellis Park. Yeah, that's what time when Farouk was working with Ted Dumitru and with Paul Doleza. Yeah, they did well. All about Dr. Kumalo, they were involved in development. All about Escuse,
I remember Doctor being involved in
S. Toleni, they were involved in development. I want to show you something now. That's why we lost it. Also, owners, they are destroying our football. many owners, because we're getting a lot of business people getting involved. And what Safa did wrong, let the biggest part we're supposed to observe, it was a ABC Motsepe, Castle Lag, and the first division.
Castle
Laga is
Castle Laga
now is a 4th division.
Right.
It's one is under ABC Motsepe. You know, Motsepe is sponsoring 2 leagues for us. It's sponsoring first division and it's sponsoring also the Vodacom.
Wow.
Because there's no sponsors. Sponsors have been running away. Because why? They don't see any development. Before Sun sold, there were a lot of things in terms of development. Because why? They could see we are producing players. So today we have to go back to our roots. They must start focusing on the true international player who retire like us, Thabo Mngomeni. People are sitting in Langa here. They support to go. Those are the role model. Because when you coach that player, even now I'm telling you, Charles, sometimes some player will come to me, they don't know me. Their parent will bring them and they'll ask their father, "Who's this Mr. Amisi? They born 1990. They born 94. They don't know our history." When I told him who I am, I use my CV to show my players. I say, "Take my CV." When they see Ronaldinho, they become crazy. When they see I play for Bebeto, friendly game against Brazil, Nedis Park, School of Excellence. I've got the pictures for Bebeto, Romario. When I show them, those boys don't see, they obey me like a god. Because they say, yes, this is the person who must teach me football. Because you must remember, Charles, everybody wants to learn from the best.
Sure.
Now you find these coaches we have today, Charles, what I'm talking about, is this kind of coach, when a player asks him, "Coach, what did you do last 3 years or last 5 years in your life?" He's shy to tell the player because I was a tax driver, maybe. Yeah, maybe I was working in a construction company. I couldn't, but I became clever. I'm sharp. Hey, no, then you go and do
I can computer.
This
I can
is
do
what
quickly
this
analysis.
is what we have.
And
This is what we have. And to show if I'm telling the truth, many ex-players who are my generation, they are running their own private academies. They are not getting involved with SAFA because you know why? They know what's going on. There's no any sport out. There's no any even vision we get from them. I'm telling you.
You were telling me earlier on a story about Real Madrid. What's this guy's name? Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah.
About his coaching.
You see, Zinedine Zidane. It was the first player to disagree with all the medias in the world. If I don't believe on those coaching licenses when they were pushing when he wanted to become a coach. You remember, he was working under the coaches at Madrid as assistant. Remember, to get some experience.
Yes.
He said, "I better sit under these coaches, getting experience from them, than to tell him to go for the coaching clinic." And a lot of Western, they became against him at that period. Many medias, because media, they get used, some of them, you understand, of the Western. They hit him a lot. But Madrid, it took Madrid after that. He won 3 Champions League on the row. And he won the La Liga 3 times on the row. And he resigned. Why he did that? He left it. You don't see how many teams they are forcing him to come back. He did that to prove them wrong. Zidane did that to prove them wrong. He did tell them, it's not about this license to be a coach.
But look, a very simple thing, Saleh. If you're an international player and then you go back to your club and you play for your club and you get a coach, so now you're used to international level of coaching. And now you go back to your club where the coach at that club cannot even put together exercises.
This will find now.
And you at the board, you don't even, it doesn't make sense, his strategy.
This will find now some club, they start dropping like Chiefs. You find club, they start dropping because you find some player that will be there in that squad, but when the coach is putting his method there, they can't pick it up because why? They don't come from development. You pick up on the street because he's a good player. Let him take him. Where did he come from?
And they blame the coach.
And they
say it's Johnson now who's a crap
because
coach.
That player, he can never understand the psychological of that, the intelligence of that, tactical awareness. He can't understand because he's not coming from there. So we have to give them in this stuff. He become a lost. It's like I'm at school, come from grade 7 and I must go to university. I'll be lost.
Tell me something. Coming back. Now you're in now you're training now youth development. Farouk Khan and Farouk has left Rao. What's happening in your soccer?
My soccer, what happened after Farouk joined Rao? Me also, I joined him for Rao, Kaiser Chief Development, and there was a rules there which you can never put any player except locally players.
Right.
But when me I was with Farouk there was some Screamer Shabalala. There was a brother Vincent. They are the guys which Kaiser Motaung introduced as eyes to the development over Farouk. If there's any player who's performing better, they must promote him to Naturena straight. I was among the first player to be chosen. By not knowing I never sign you for Rao because I'm a foreigner player. But Screamer did not know that. And Vincent did not know that. They approached Farouk. Farouk told him, but guys, you remember the rules when you open academy? You say it's only for the citizens. But this Saleh is a foreigner from Burundi. I helped him because he's a refugee, if nothing, and he's got talent. Now, if you guys could pick him up before Bojabu Pool and Ball Santa Kubeka, it means we can use him. I was promoted by Kaiser Chiefs, first team to Nachirena.
Okay.
That's why I met Bonil Tovi, Brian Baloy.
Right.
Yeah, I was the first youth to be developed from Kaiser Chief. Raw development, I was the first player to be chosen to go there. Before all Bojabu Pole, before all Bon Santa Kubeka.
Wow.
Nobody knows this story. But because why? I was not supposed to be promoted into the media because the rules was you can't put foreigner into that academy.
Right.
So that's why they could never put me into media. Yeah, because people came after me. It's Bojabu Pule now. They promote them now.
Yes.
Isaac Mabosa,
Right.
Santa Kubeka. They came now to the first team. But I was the first one to go there, which was 98
Okay.
and to join 99. So now in 99 there, beginning, trying to negotiate with Kaiser Chiefs for them to sign me. There was some misunderstanding between me and Screamer Shabalala. I said, no, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Out of the office. But Kaiser Motaung, all the directors, they see me like I'm player for Chiefs. They call me Makanaki. I was Tiki Tabo Moki, but Daniel Sekoto were there.
They call you what?
Yes.
Makana?
Makanaki. They call me Makanaki because my dreadlocks is small.
Okay.
So that time Makanaki from Cameroon was shining. That time, they were elder players.
Okay.
So I had the same style like him. Dr. Kumalo used to like me a lot. So I come to practice, I go home. Sometimes they told me, did you sign? Did you sign? I say, not yet. But one day, Santos got promoted. No. It got promoted. It was the second year. They got promoted to 1998. And it was the second year now, 1999. They wanted to be serious.
Okay.
They signed Clive Barker as a coach. Bobby Solomon as assistant there. Duncan Crowin was there as a captain. And then they said they want to recruit to have a good squad. And then they phoned Kaiser Bobby Solomon. You know, Bobby Solomon is one of the best coaches also in terms of youth development.
Bobby Solomon
is a top.
Hey,
even now,
guy.
he's the one who's the head of
I remember when he was head of Santos as a coach of Santos.
Is him who give even a coaching clinic to the coaches here in Safa. He's a coach instructor now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a father to me. That one loved me like this.
I remember him at Santos back in the days when Santos. What was the captain there?
Idris
The
Betten.
Muslim guy.
It was Idris Betten and Duncan Crowin.
Was it Duncan?
Yes, it was Duncan Crowin
No,
and
then after him was who?
Idris Betten.
Idris Betten.
Idris Betten. Nassif Maurice was late. He was a young boy.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a Idris
No,
Betten.
no, I know Nassif Maurice. No, not
You know Nassif Maurice. Nassif was a youngster. Yeah, Nassif is a youngster.
Because
yeah.
Nassif went
overseas. That's why he blew up out quickly.
Yes,
because but
yes.
amongst the youngsters we had in the Santos that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you left Chiefs to Santos.
So immediately when Santos was looking for the players, and then Bobby Salomon's phone Farouk said, hey, Eva, but give me a director of coaching here by Santos. I'm helping Coach Clive Barker as assistant, but we need players, Farouk. Farouk said, hey, there's a boy here, this boy had Saleh, man. People, they're just sleeping on him. Talk to him. He called me, he said, Saleh, I said, I'm free agent. I never signed for Chiefs because they're not allowed to put foreigners. And they gave my sign-on fee. I got what I wanted from them. Only 50,000 different one Chiefs could give to me. But at least I got what I want in full. I say, yes, I'm okay. They sent a flight ticket. I fly to Cape Town. They came to pick me up at the airport. Bobby Salomon, Burundi, Bosch East here. They gave me a house. I see Mr. Gulam Ali. I say, no, don't talk to me. Talk to my representative.
Who was that at the time?
It's my Farouk Khan. Yeah.
Okay, so he was a manager, basically.
To me, it was like that's a father for me until today when it comes to football. Since I put my foot in Johannesburg, people put me in football. Farouk was a man. Okay, near my life from me and him from Transnet to Rao until from Eme Kitenge's hands until today. So Farouk, when he sent me down here, they accept. Farouk said to them, no man, I'm involved Chiefs here. I can't negotiate on behalf of the player. Talk to Saleh as you feel. I said, no coach, I want the witness. I'll do everything for myself, but I need a witness because this guy, I don't trust him. Since I see what happened there in Chiefs, Coach Farouk flied. Just to be like a witness. Yeah, guys, this is what you agree for the boy. Yes. I signed a contract for 3 years. Take my copy, give me a copy. Thanks, salute. Farouk fly back to Joburg. I had my contracts. They gave me a house in Rondebosch East. They said, Mr. Amisi, while you are planning here, look for any Burundian in Cape Town. That was 99 now. Look for any player going to get here, or any Burundian. See if can help you to look for the house where you want. Yeah, and I choose Kenilworth until today. So I joined Santos from 99. And listen to this. My first game with Santos, it was a Rothmans Cup versus Tembisa Classic. All Kaiser Chiefs was there to come and watch us because they hear that boy Saleh Amisi went to Santos. But they did not know how did I go there. When they came to watch me, they confirmed, yes, it's him. There was a fight there by Kaizer Chiefs now.
Oh.
Farouk Khan, how can you sell a player which you know wanted to play for our team? Farouk said, no, I sent this player to the first team because you guys wanted this boy to be promoted. How did he came back to Santos? Fighting started there. Coach Farouk have to have a meeting with Kaizer Motown and all the directors. He have to tell them the truth. The boy was supposed to sign. From there, what happened? Well, after I joined Santos, I signed 3 years with Santos from 99 to 2002.
Right.
Okay, through all Bob Sev and what, we came out. Coach Clive Barker moved into Maritzburg United.
Okay.
And my last year before they win the league now, Coach
when Santos won the league.
yeah, we
yes.
call Coach
Bubi.
Nani, Coach this one, where this coach. Where this coach, I mean, not Coach Abubi.
Etugrel.
Not Otiga. This boy are coaching Rangers, man.
Oh, the goalkeeper.
Gordon Ingerson.
Gordon Ingerson, yes. Gordon
Ingerson,
yeah.
he came there.
So that was before he was in Pirates. He was manning Rangers.
He was manning Rangers and then to Pirates, practically came to Santos. So me and him, we never link right because there was some misunderstanding there of me and him. He came with all these players and things like that. So I came to realize I need the game playing. So that time, Coach Clive Barker was at
Maritzburg, yes.
But me, I said, no, let me go to Wanderers. Ramazan Sanzuguimo, he was coaching African Wanderers. I said to Gulam, no, it's like I'm not good with coach in the terms of his playing in his team, so let me go. Try my
Did you have just a different coaching style, a different plan?
Bull was a coach. He was a manager. God didn't get any kind of coach. He's a manager, they can plan. But when you talk about coach, that's what I'm telling you, this way we go down. When you talk about coach, Mr. Charles, coach is the person who puts the exercise into the ground.
So he puts the cones on the field. And then he was,
yes,
right.
That's the coach. Yeah, right. But all others, they become a manager because they manage the team now. He's just managing the players according to their performance and their mentally strength, you know. Those are the managers. But in terms of coaching a player, say, put this corner here, this exercise, you do this and this. They are not there. Now from 1999, 2002, I went to join African Wanderers. African Wanderers, Babam Kize wanted me.
Where are they? Where
the African Wanderers was in Durban. So we talk. Babam Kize, he offers contract. But I signed for 6 months. After 6 months, I said, no, Babam Kize, we can't continue with this. Because here in my Wanderers, I see there's no professionalism which want to see us.
But why Africa? How did you get to African Wanderers in the first place?
There was a Coach Arama. The coach who was coaching African Wanderers is an international coach from Burundi. He was studying in Germany. It's Ramazan Sanzuguimo. You hear about Ramazan Sanzuguimo, one of the Burundian coaches who made name in South Africa. He promoted Amazulu from the first division to the Premier League.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. He's him. So he recruited me there.
Okay.
When he recruited me there, I said, Coach, but here I see.
So he called you from Santos?
Yeah, from Santos. Because I told him I'm not happy with Gordon Ingerson and I can't stay here. So he said, okay, if there's 1 year they can give to you to come here, you come. My contract was supposed to finish in 2002. So it was like a loan.
Right.
I go there and I stayed there 6 months and then I returned back to Santos. And I tell Gulam, no, now I'm finished contract with you. I need my clearance. And then I went to sign now for Maritzburg United with Coach Clive back.
Okay.
They were in the second division, but they want to get promoted. That was the mission. So they only signed all ex-professional players to be there. So we're there now.
Right.
We tried to help Maritzburg to get promoted in the Premier League.
Right.
We couldn't achieve that with Coach Clive Barker, but we left the team with Mr. Trot Moloto.
Right.
Trot Moloto promoted the team. And then me, I joined Dangerous Duckies.
Okay.
Excuse me. Dangerous Duckies, it was a team from Pumalanga. It was owned by Mr. Robert Gumeze. If you
yes,
Robert
the
Gumeze.
the IT guy.
The IT guy.
Kijima
Technology. That's when the Kijima, anyone on jazz, it was Kijima Technology.
Okay.
You're going to see it even go in a website, you can see me in Google, I'm wearing those jazz. Kijima Technology. I sit with him like this face to face. He say, I know you, I follow you a lot. That man give us money. Those are the people who wanted to promote football. It was a group of Motsepe, of Tokyo Sequale. Okay. That was a group which came with good idea to promote South African football. But there was a politics which bring them back again. I think the only survive, it was the Motsepe. The others, they just say,
Tell me something. Going back to Maritzburg United and being in that environment with those ex-professional players in that lower league, how was that experience playing with these guys who've been who've been at the top and now you're with your colleagues basically? How was that?
It was very nice feelings because you know why? We came to realize the treatment we got in that first division, because first division when they came out, it was the England screen and Coastal screen. It was like there's a
the
screen
streams,
from this
yes,
side
yes,
and from the
yes.
other side.
It's like
So-
basketball.
Yeah.
Different play. Yeah.
So the owner of those teams, they were more focusing to promote those teams into the PSL. And what was their mission? They didn't want to produce first. They wanted to recruit good players. See, that's why I told you there's a difference between producing a player, developing player, and a player who's ready. A professional like us, we are ready to play. So you could never mix those two. That time, they were focusing on getting player from PSL who doesn't get match games
exposure,
time,
yeah.
and then come down, play for us.
Right.
We give you what same salary will end there. We'll pay you here.
Because
there
for
was a
you,
good
what's
salary.
important is you want to play. You want to be on the
I
field.
want to be the field.
Yeah, because when you're sitting on the bench or sitting,
And it was nice, like as you say, Charles, because when I meet those other ex-professional players from Liberia, I see even international playing that league. I say, oh, it means I'm not alone. Bo Abraham Konenyana, former captain, goalkeeper of Cosmos. Gavin Manuel, former top striker of Mother City. You know, so you find, I mean, Mantha, Nani, this boy, Mantha Majola, he was a former captain of Amazulu.
Okay.
So you find like, this same atmosphere, the same feelings was there.
Yeah.
And because money also was there. That's how, when I left Dangerous Darkies, that's how Fidential Agents came also. Mr. Atta Brown, who was the
Right.
owner of a Fidential
Right.
company,
Right.
before they arrested him on the corruption, he bought the Manning Rangers from Durban.
okay.
It was the Manning Rangers from Durban.
And he brought it down to Cape Town.
And they call it Fidential Rangers. We recruit also there of both Fizz Moloi. We play for that team.
okay.
Top players also.
And you're earning good money.
Good man, we're earning better than PSL players. And I think that's why they came to become suspicious on him. And who point him? It must be the same owners from the PSL. Because we were earning more than players of PSL money.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you. We're happy to play in the second division more than playing the PSL.
Right.
We're having good money more than the
But
players
also
of
his
PSL.
goal was to get to the PSL.
Fidential Rangers was 2006, 2007. When they arrested Mr. Atta Brown, I got a call in Hong Kong.
Right.
So I went to play in China from 2008.
Right.
So until 2012. So for me, it was okay. I played, my last team I played there, it was Hong Kong Rangers.
Okay.
Which I play as a player, also as a coach.
Okay. So you really, back that time, really, you started.
There, I play as a player, as a coach, without introducing as any license. How did they appoint me to be a coach? For them to give me a letter to go and get a visa at the immigration department as a
Right.
player coach. There was no license of coaching. It's through my experience. For those Chinese, they could see, no man, since this man joined us, I was playing for their elder club, which was a four-way Rangers, for 3 years. 2 years, they see me how I perform. And when I came to join them, Hong Kong Rangers was bought by Mr. Monk, and he gave to Mr. Philip. They were brothers.
Okay.
He said, no man, I want Saleh to help me. I went to sign there as a player coach. Because the coach of that team, he have to go to China. He got another contract
Okay.
in Guangzhou, I think.
Right.
And then we were staying without no coach for about 4 months. And they appointed me to be a coach of that team.
Okay.
You see, and I coached that team. And as a player, until
Nice.
the end of the season, 2014, I went to Burundi. I sold all the property belonged to my mother and my father. Everything, bruh. Because they were all passed. We agreed with my young brothers. I said, now, my two sisters, they already get married in Zambia. I said to them, one was already married in Zambia, 2014. Other one was still in Burundi.
Okay.
I said to them, guys, you see this money? I want to give you this money, and I'll increase another money for you guys. This one for the property for my mother and my father, don't touch it. It's for you to do whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be. But me, I want to give you guys each one $400 from my money. I want you guys to get out of Burundi as soon as possible. Choose your destination. They say, no, I think, Juma say, me, I've got my friend in Mayotte. I think I must go to Mayotte, France. But boy, you're going to go in the ship, in the sea, what and what. I'm scared of those kind of things. He said, my brother, me, I want to take a chance. I said, okay, Juma, go. Juma is the fourth behind my back.
Okay.
I said, okay, Juma, go.
And then how did you get there?
He took a boat, he took a transport ship from Burundi to Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, the Zanzibar, they go Komoro.
Oh, by
into
ship.
Mayotte. By ship, my brother. He got there alive.
Okay.
He said to
Because
me-
you always hear about these boats and the shit, they
it's a problem.
capsize.
They
and-
capsize, I'm telling you. I have 3 young brothers went through that way, bro, and today they're in Paris. They're doing well, all of them. Married.
Wow.
Me, I said, that's from 2014. Okay, I say, okay, Ashura, you, what's your problem? Because you 2 sisters. Aziza is in Zambia, she's rich, doing very well. What do you think? Brother, me, I've got one guy here, I want to get married for me in Burundi, and want me and him to stay in that our house in Takura. I said, no. You can't get married to a man and you must go and live in our own house. Doesn't work like that. This man want to use you, my sister. She was already in love. She became angry. I said to her, you, I can't deal with you first now. Let me deal with these 3. You do your girlfriend or boyfriend. You tell me when you are ready. I spoke to the boys. This one, he said, no. Now Juma is already arriving in Mayotte, France. Me also, I'm going to follow Juma. I say, me, I stayed in Burundi 6 months, not coming to South Africa. That 2014, I stayed 6 months because I wanted to sort them out.
Right.
I don't want anybody to stay there because I give them $400 each one. I say, this money, I want you guys to be in the ship and tell me your destination. 2 days say, we're going to Mayotte, France. I say, and you, my sister, you staying. If I leave, I go to South Africa. Don't ever pick up a phone and phone me, say, brother, I'm struggling, I need money. Do not put that things word in my ears. I'll never listen because I did enough. This husband will marry you. He must marry you and must keep you in his own house. Because we, as our culture in Africa, when the father and mother passed away, we must sell every property belong to them. So there mustn't be that collapse amongst ourselves.
Okay.
One blood start eating each other.
Right,
No, you're supposed to write over this.
We sell everything and share everything.
In religion,
amongst
Islam, we do that. So my young brother Isa, the sixth behind me, he's a Hafiz in Quran. He finished this book of Quran. He's memorized the whole Quran. So it's like we take him as an elder now in the family. I said to him, what our religion say about concerning this issue? He give us the verse. Good. I said, go to your professor there by the mosque, tell him we need advice from him. He give us advice. I tell Ashura, even this house I'm gonna sell it. And then that husband want to marry you. Let me see him, I'll talk to him, but he must look after you. And I'll give what belong to you. I'll give you dollars from the property. I'll give you $1 which I want to support. I support the others from me. I'll give to you. If you're gonna finish with your husband, no problem.
Sure.
But the moment I put my foot out of this country, you must never pick up your phone and call me for the struggle. Phone me to greet me or tell me you're doing also well. So after 1 week before I travel, she told me also, no, my brother, me also want to get out of Burundi. I said, oh, now it's only me and you here. Others, they are gone. So those one, they went the same way to meet a brother there. I said to her, where do you want to go? I want to go to Zambia. I said, okay. I put her to ship. Ship took her to Pulungu.
To your sister or
to my sister in Zambia, yeah. Right. I said, go and join Aziza. You've got money. Join Aziza. My brother-in-law is your brother. They'll look after you there. She went there. Now also she got married to a guy from Rwanda. They've got the 2 kids now. They've got their own shops there, about 2 shops, business there in Lusaka. She's doing very well. So this one, Mayotte, I still have a problem. The one who went first, the immigration, they said to him, no, you are not a Burundian. You look like a Congolese. We can't take you under Burundian because he was in the interview like now. When you fail the interview, what they do, the immigration, they say, go out. We're going to give you, go back home. They can put you in the flight and they send you back home. So the immigration there, they told him, hey boy, now they already accuse you if you are Congolese. Just accept to them, tell them you're Congolese. You wanted to claim Burundian because you know you grew up in Burundi, but you don't know the story of Congo, but you are Congolese. Tell them like that. So they advise him, the people outside. So when he went to speak to this immigration, it became very difficult for them to believe him. And then he went home. Other guys, they tell him, no man, you need to finance those people. So I pray immigration officers, the one that are doing immigration agents. So they charge him $400 to help him.
Right.
And they,
in Mallorca?
In Mayotte.
In
Mayotte, France. Yeah,
okay,
the island of France.
Okay.
They say for us to agree your interview, you must pay $400 to pay those agents, the immigration agencies, for them to help him. When he goes inside there to meet the agents and everything, those immigration, they say, but we already see you as a Burundian. We can't agree you as a Congolese again.
Gee.
They demand also $400.
To see him as a Burundian again.
I have to send 1,000 euro from home again. 1,000 in euro, I send to Western Union. And when that man arrived, my young brother, he said to me, my brother, if you couldn't send this money, they were going to deport me in the next 1 week. And this, my young brother, which you send after me, they could suffer a lot. I said, no, Juma, you are the one who know Mayotte better. I'll make sure I pay. Because it was his interview now. He was already there about 7 to 8 months. So he's going to receive also this new one we're coming.
Right.
So I said, if they return him, what about
then
this other two?
Behind him, it will just
and
fall
it's young
apart.
brothers.
Yeah.
I said, no, boy, I'll send you 1,000 euro. Are you sure, brother? I'll do it. Don't worry, Juma, I've got money. So from Burundi, I send him 1,000 euro. Until Western Union in Burundi asked me, you are the first person sending this kind of amount from Burundi to the person who's outside. We received this money from outside
yes,
here.
But not
I say, my sister, you can't understand this situation. If you can understand it, you'll tell me I'm right to do this. Do it for me first, and then I'll talk to you. She did it for me. My brother received the money there. So my disappointment I have is Mr. Khalib, the owner of RC Atletico. The owner of RC Atletico, they came from China. He spoke to Mr. Apul Said. Apul Said was a founder of Milano United. He passed away from Gracie Park. He told him he wanted him to coach the team. And that Apul Said said to him, as a boy here, if you get that boy in this club, he will promote this team from Vodacom to PSL. But you have to listen to him. Please, let me meet him. That man organized a meeting between me and him. I say, okay, we meet where? At my house. What time? 4 o'clock. Good. That Apu Said, he didn't come to the meeting, but he introduced me on the phone with him. And we contact, everything was fine. Khalid came to my house. I'm with this, my friend, Osman, the one who sees my caretaker coach, help me there at the academy. Sit with him in my house. He asked me, he says, Saleh, is you Saleh Amisi? I say, hey, I heard about you. I say, yes. He said, I want your knowledge. I say, how do you want my knowledge? I want you to help me. I open a soccer team. I have got academy, and I've got also Vodacom team. But my focus, I want my Vodacom team to go to the first division. I know all of them is like that. I say, but what about development? He said, no, you can also check my development, assist the coaches who are going to be there, teach them what to do. You see, they want you to teach them what to do. They don't need to qualify people.
Right.
You understand? That's a problem. So I say, okay, what's your problem? 2012, he say, Mr. Amisi, I want you to run this and this and this. Chaka Road is owning 3 fields.
Okay.
He's paying for it.
They're behind Violets.
They are Chaka Road and the M5.
And the M5.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the first one to be given those facilities. I said, this is fine for me. And the same field which is facing the military base, now they are using for rugby.
Okay.
Is the one that the field I was using.
Yes, that's right. That's in the corner there.
He's him who put even the grandstand, everything there on my behalf. I coached that team. That team, you see these steam bags, what? They were the top team in that league.
Right.
I could beat all those teams. I was sitting number 2 on the log with that team. Listen to this. That's after maybe 4 months or 4 months or 5 months now. I'm sitting number 2 on the Vodacom League. Me and Steenberg were number 1, number 2. I have a second game with Steenberg to play at my home ground in Chaka Road. If I beat Steenberg, I sit number 1. Steenberg have to play another game to win for them to go back where they were. Because they were better goals than me. I beat Steenberg 1-0 again in my home field. How did I beat them that day? Imagine that the boy of 14, 15 years old. That boy, I told that boy, I say, boy, listen. Come here. I call him outside. The game was 0-0 in the second half. I said to him, you see me, Saleh Amisi, you see this way I play you? Left winger. It was my position. I said, see where I sit here on the bench here? You're on my left side. We're attacking this side. Exactly like this as a table. The coaches for Steenberg, they were this side. Me on this side. I said to my player here, my left winger, I said, listen, if you get the ball again from the defender in this line, you see this man in front of me? He's a right back. He's him who's marking you right or wrong. I want you to follow him with the ball and take him on 1 against 1. As I show you, dribbling. The moment you see you pass him, I don't want you to pass anybody. I don't want to make a cross for anybody. Just with your left foot, shoot this ball into the net there. It was about maybe someone was injured. I just said to him, I said, do you listen to me? That rich man, that Mr. Khalib, he was sitting on the grandstand there behind me. Could you hear what I'm talking to my player? Or even his young brother. I said, boy, if you score that 1 goal here today, we are winning this league. I'll win this league. Because if I put Steamberg under me, I'll win this league. Do what I said to you. Don't follow what I tell you. The tactical team must make a cross. Do what I say now. If you receive a ball, do what I say. Bruh, referee brought the boys to the field. Game is played. The boy received the ball. Brother, first ball he received, I say, boy, finish him. He followed that defender, bruh. Chua, 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 chua. The defender followed like this. He went on the left side. The boy just released it, bruh. Into the net in the corner. Wow! 18, Papa. Out of 18 area, bruh. The whole stadium was crazy. So all my bench and my technical team, they were carrying me. Straight. They say, unbelievable. Saleh just tell this boy these things now. And exactly this boy didn't happen. So God is always there sometime for us, you know. Now they start having that feelings, seeing the team is number 1, we can win this league. Come next week in the practice. This guy just brings someone. Yes, I understand. I have nothing. I'm not a racist. He bring one guy, he's an Indian guy like him. He said to me, hey, Saleh, you know, we are doing well since you came here, but we see you are tired because you are working alone. We decided to bring this guy to come and assist you, and you know, you can also report what in this to him. I say, what? I asked him, I say, what? Me report to who? To who? I say, you, Khalib, tell me report to who? To this? Who is this one? I asked him, who is this? Tell me, what is it? They give me his CV in football. Who is he? He couldn't tell me. Oh, it's my brother. He's doing a sport management there by New Lens. I'm trying to... I say, don't come and me report him. But this is what I did. I took the key for his Range Rover. I gave to him. I took the phone he gave to me. I gave to him and I stand up. His wife was standing there. Please, Coach Saleh, don't do that. The players there on the field. But that man, he judged me. He judged me to bring someone. I say, you. I throw him his Range Rover key, everything in front of his wife and his brother. And all those technical, they were there. I stand up. They will say, Saleh, please don't do that. Player will be angry. And they beg me to just coach the team that day. So player, they mustn't see that act.
Why do you think he did that?
That's why I told you. They've got that ego of saying, I'm rich, man. It's my money. You'll do what I want. This is what is stopping people like Benny McCarthy to work here. That's why you hear recently Benny McCarthy when they interview him, why don't come work home again? You know what he told them? Unless, if from Bafana to any team, I can never say no to come and work in my home country. It will be so privileged for anybody to work home. But condition, they must listen to what I want.
On that note, Saleh, I think let's close it up. Let's wrap it up. It's been a fascinating.
I'm telling you. But I'm still there. I'm still pushing.
It's been a fascinating story. It's and thank you for reaching out, first of all.
No, it's my pleasure.
And just thank you for trusting me with your story, being vulnerable and
do what you want. That story, my boss.
And
it's a true story.
And I think there'll be a part 2 to this.
No problem.
I think there's more in your bag.
There's too much.
To also in terms of just not only positive stuff, but stuff that can that we can learn from as individuals, through your journey. So thank you very much.
It's my pleasure,
I really do appreciate it.
My pleasure, Charles. It's my pleasure, brother. You are looking for this opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Really, at least when we speak, at least it goes out. You can see something from 2012. I can never forget that.